shot Michael Jordan will ever take in the NBA.
You believe it? Terrific play, and they're just swarmed Broken Arrow's quarterback, and it's Union's football.
3, 2, 1. It's showtime.
A dominant force in Oklahoma high school football. Union is on a mission for yet another championship this season. Hear every moment live on KRMG.com, the KRMG app, and always on News 102.3 KRMG. Now, the voice of Union Redskins football, KRMG's Rick Corey.
Every play, every moment, every wind sprint, every weight lifted led to this. Good evening and welcome to H.A. Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa along Glenn Dobbs Drive. It is the 6A1 state championship game and what everyone thinks will be another instant classic between Union and Owasso. I am Rick Corey, joined by Zach Jones. Doc Blevins on the field. We've got 3 Johns with us tonight, Jay, Jeff, and Richard, and even a couple extra Corys here in the booth. Zach, it is everything it's supposed to be. It's already electric, just looking out at the people trying to get in.
Well, I'll tell you, this is the biggest crowd we've had this evening or this year, and I think everyone's going to be jacked to be here. The crowd driving down here, I was here an hour early, which is original for me, and I had to wait in line. So it's people are coming in.
I've been here since 2:55, and there have been people starting. I saw people at the gate standing outside waiting to get in. My wife, who was on the way, was telling us 2:44 was backed up. You look at the Owasso side, they're the home team. It's nearly full. They're filling up over on the Union side. So as we go to game 2, the first one won in week 5 by Union, 44-41 in double overtime. When we get to game 2, how much do things change, or do they?
I think they changed quite a bit. I think when you look at it, the first film and how it happened and the things, the mistakes that were made, of course, they've sharpened some things up since then, but you're going to go back to tendencies and who was matched up with who and how you can beat that lineup across them and who's healthy. So at the end of the season, you always have to play that who's healthy, but with the week off, you're going to suspect that everyone's back at full strength, and you'll see some really awesome differences in the coaching strategies tonight.
The Union being led out on the field by number 11, Kevion Cooper, who, of course, was hurt after that Owasso game, or in that game. He ran for over 150 yards. He was the key to that win, and then collapsed in the locker room later, had a brain injury, had surgery. He's walking and doing well. He anticipates he'll be able to run and hold a scholarship at the University of Oklahoma. Obviously, he's not going to play football. The same question I just asked you, I asked Kirk Frederick. How different is it when you play a team a second time?
You're definitely more familiar with the team, and they are as with you, and so you start to understand their personnel a little bit better and how they're trying to use their personnel. So advantage or disadvantage, I guess, probably in both directions. And then, obviously the motivation of, if you win that game, human nature for them to be a little more motivated to try to win the second one. So it makes it a lot tougher. We know that we're going to get their best shot.
Now that's what he says about that. Now, what does he say about playing this game overall? What are the big keys? Well, Doc Blevins had a chance to ask the Union head coach.
Time to check in with Union football head coach Kirk Frederick for coach's keys to the game.
It all starts with the tailback. Just an outstanding kid, and he catches the ball in the backfield. He runs the football so well and runs with the low center of gravity, and that's what makes it so tough is balance. He doesn't get knocked off his feet, and that low center of gravity, you definitely have to make sure you hang on to him. And then just recognize formations and understand where all those motions are taking us so that we don't, as a defense, it seems to paralyze you at times when there's so much motions and shifts. You just got to take care of what your responsibility is.
When we have the ball and they're on defense, what's the key?
We want to try to run the football. We did that very well the first time with Kevion. Had over 150 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and Darius has really become stronger and stronger. So we'd love to be able to run the football tonight to try to establish some balance, because I know that they're going to try to take away some of our passing attack.
So what's the main thing that's got to happen tonight to come out with the W?
Third downs and turnovers. I think which team has a better third down conversion or turnovers, or both of those, I think will be state champs.
Sometimes, Zach, that sounds a little bit cliche and that kind of thing, but it is. Third downs and turnovers, obviously ball security, but third down's big. Keeping your offense on the field obviously means the other guys can't.
Yeah, you've got to keep that third down to a minimum. And, with Union, they like to push the ball and go fast-paced. And I say when it's moving, it's great because you're moving the ball. But when it's not, you're 3 and out, and it's really tricky because you're giving your defense a really a tough position to be in because they're back on the field really quickly.
All right, so it looks like we're going to have Owasso had won the toss, and they will kick off tonight. So Union is dressed in their all-white, black numbers outlined in red, the silver helmets, and they will be going from left to right, so that is from north to south, the backs to the Case Center here at TU. Owasso is in all red, kind of a dark cardinal red. They have a gray helmet with an extended Ram logo on it, and they'll be, of course, going from right to left. So they'll kick off back deep for Union, and they are standing right now just really close to that end line there. It looks like that's going to be A.K. Wilson, who has, for most of the year, been back deep. And I think maybe Zach Fisher might be the other guy who's back there deep. Oh, it's Alex Davis. So set to kick off now is the Owasso Rams. Kickoff is Alex Haight. He approaches the left footer from the 40-yard line. There's the foot, and this one is going to be returnable. Taken by Davis at the 1-yard line. He comes up the right sideline, fires it back across the field, and it's dropped by A.K. Wilson, but he picks it up and starts upfield, and he's tackled at the 10-yard line. It's the exact same play Union used with Thomas Roberson about 9 years ago. They scored on that play. This time the throw wasn't great, and so Union's trapped back at their 10-yard line, 1st and 10.
I like the play right off the get, and maybe a little bit better setup down the field by Alex, but the ball was a little bit low. And unfortunately, it wasn't able to come up with that easily.
1st and 10, Redskins at their own 10-yard line, just underway in the 6A1 state championship game. And, of course, quarterback once again will be Peyton Thompson. Darius Boone will be the running back. Two receivers to the far left side. That's the far side away from us. Of course, they're out there more. And the other guy is the guy in the slot, and that is A.K. Wilson. To the right side, Avery Alverson. There's the snap and the handoff to Boone on the right side. He pushes forward across the 12, not much more than the 12-yard line. Tackle initially by Kellen Jones and Wayne Jones. He got about 2. We'll call it 2nd down and 8.
Well, I like what you're seeing over here. Of course, you're going to try to stay away from Proctor over there. He's a D1 commit. So they've got one person over here on the other side. The outside linebackers walked up, so we've got man-to-man over here for Avery. 2nd
down and 8. Something interesting's happened here. They've switched Proctor out to a corner position. Union at their own 12-yard line. Motion right there by Wilson. They fake to him and hand instead to Boone, and he goes forward across the 25 to about the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. The tackle in there by Carson Kropp. And by the way, Kropp comes in with about 102 tackles on the year. He has been a machine. So it brings a big 3rd down now for Union at their own 17-yard line, 3rd and about 3.
Yeah, I think you see Proctor. You'll see him all over the field tonight, so be aware of that. But they're going to want to try to take CJ out of the game completely. And, if anybody can do it in the league, it's that guy.
That's what he has matched up on right now with CJ Moore. We're going to call it now 3rd and actually about 4. Ball at the 16-yard line for Union. They need the 20 for the 1st down. In the shotgun once again is Thompson. Thompson with the snap, rolls to his right, looking, fires, and that ball is complete to A.K. Wilson. Skips a tackle to 25 across the 30-yard line and out of bounds at the 34. That's another 1st down. Hayden Spriggs with the tackle, but a terrific 1st down play by Union. They'll have 1st and 10 now at the 34 of their own 34.
I really like to see there that Peyton got outside the pocket on a roll and just took what he needed. He needed to get the 1st down, and A.K. was there for it, made a great catch and got downfield.
10:37 to play in this first period, just underway. No score. Union and Owasso in the 6A1 state championship game. Union has an offensive lineman running on late to get onto the field. Looks like they had one go down, so they'll have 1st and 10 at their own 34. They have 9 on the play clock. They'll be fine. Thompson again in the shotgun. Boone to his right. Snap. Handoff to Darius Boone, and he starts to his left, and a whistle blows on a timeout called by Union, and we'll take a break as well. With 10:35 to go in this first period, no score early on. Union and Owasso. This is Redskins football on KRMG. Unfortunately for the Redskins, the play clock has not started. We are at 10:35 to go in this first period. 1st and 10 Union at their own 34-yard line after initial first down in the first drive of this game. Motion from left to right. Hand off to Darius Boone. He's going to get to the right, and he'll be taken down possibly for a loss of 1. He may have been back to the line of scrimmage. It was Cotre Alexander and Dawson Adams. Nope, that's going to be a loss of about 3. So the Redskins will be facing a 2nd down and 13, and Owasso obviously wants to stop the running game.
Yeah, Cotre is going to, he's a guy that you're going to have to keep an eye on and make sure you block him around the corner. The guy's fast. He's agile. Last week or a couple weeks ago, he had an interception and ran it back about 30 yards. So the guy's not just a D lineman that you can easily block.
So that was Alfonso Gallegos that went out for some reason. He is now back in. 2nd down and 12 Union now at their own 32-yard line. They'll need the 44 for the first down. Thompson sends Wilson in motion. He fakes and hands off instead to Boone, and he goes forward across the 35, but not much more than that. Looked like that was Kellen Jones who made the tackle. There was other penetration in there, though. That's back to the line of scrimmage, but a big 3rd down and 10 now for the Redskins at their own 35.
We don't see that very often. I like the setup there. That's a jet sweep with AK that they fake. Most of the time you don't see them. You like to hand that off to AK and try to get outside.
Plenty of time on the play clock, 20 seconds in the play clock, 10 minutes to go, first period, first drive here between Union and the Owasso Rams. 3rd and 10 for the Redskins at their own 35-yard line. In the shotgun once again is Thompson. Boone to his left, 4 wide receivers. Here comes Owasso with the blitz. Union picks it up, and the throw is short because he was hit. It was Wayne Jones on the blitz that got to Thompson, knocked that ball loose. Fortunately for Union, it fell harmlessly to the ground, and it's 4th down, and Union will have to punt.
Well, Wayne Jones came right off the outside corner on the left side, and the Rams went to that stand-up defense. They saw him walk up a couple different times against Norman North and a couple other teams, and the Rams were down with 3 or 4 down linemen, and that time they stood up and maybe made a little bit of confusion for the O-line.
Josh Proctor is back to return this punt. He's at his own 30-yard line. Cade Farquhar will kick. There's the snap. It's a good one. Farquhar puts the boot to it, and it's going to be a little short, but Proctor's not going to be able to return it. It bounces around the 35, takes a somewhat of a Union roll, and it's going to go dead around the 31-yard line. So the punt was not terrific, but there was absolutely no return, so 34 yards net, and it'll be 1st and 10 Owasso now at their own 31-yard line. They'll come out with Proctor on offense at times, but you'll mostly see Will Caney. And the big deal, Bryce Cabrera, the running back with 1,398 yards and 26 touchdowns on the year. Guy averages 7.9 a carry, and by the way, he catches it too.
Yeah, Bryce is one of those hot athletes you got to keep your eye on. And then on the outside, number 80, the receiver, Therese Sisson, is super fast, and he's kind of sneaky. He'll sneak in there and really just fly by you if you're not paying attention.
So no score at first possession now for Owasso. 1st and 10 at their own 31, going from right to left. Keeney with the snap, quickly throws right side to Cabrera, makes the catch at the 30, across the 40. Cabrera out of bounds around the 44-yard line. Patrick Fields dragged him down, but that's a gain of 13, and right away a first down for Owasso. And Zach, when you start looking at guys like him, he averages 16.3 a catch. Then you look over to say like Dylan Chan, who averages 18 a catch. Tyler averages 10, and Sisson averages 13.
But they're not afraid to go throw down the field, that's for sure.
1st and 10 Owasso now at their own 44-yard line. Keeney again in the shotgun. Cabrera to his left. He fires quickly left side to Proctor. He has it at the 45 and goes across midfield. He's taken down. That was Elijah Tomlin who made that play. He's going to go to about the 48-yard line of Union. So that's going to be a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2, and the Rams are quickly to the line of scrimmage.
And we didn't see Proctor the first time on the offensive side of the ball very much at all. So this is a new wrinkle in the postseason that Coach Blankenship put in there and just try to put more athletes on the field.
Yeah, your best players have to play. 2nd and 2, Owasso now at the 48-yard line of Union. 4 wideouts, Cabrera to the left of Keeney. Keeney will keep it around the left side to himself. He's across the 45, has the first down. They jump him from the backside. I think that might have been Jordan Kelly that jumped on him from the back. Nope, that was actually Darius Murdoch.
Yep.
But that's good for 5 yards on a first down. The Redskins give up another one now. Owasso at Union's 42. No score, 9:15 to go, but the Rams are marching.
That's an interesting play there. They just ran Cabrera to the outside and let Will run right behind him. The quarterback just followed to the outside.
Now to Union's 41. It's 1st and 10 for the Rams. 4 wide receivers again. Cabrera to the left. They'll throw to Cabrera out of the backfield. He's got a lot of room at the 35. Tries to leap over 3 Redskins, and he was taken down. It was Braden Spicer who was there, but Cabrera gave the body up, and he just jumped up into the air. He gets 10 and another first down for Owasso.
All right, don't let them lull you to sleep. They're going outside, and they're trying to stretch the Redskins. These outside linebackers tonight are going to really have to be on their A game to stretch to the outside to make these stops.
So they do call that a first down. They won't measure it. It'll move to the 31-yard line of Union. 9:04 to play here in this first period. No score, but Owasso an impressive drive. 3 receivers to the right. Among them over there to the right side is Proctor. Keeney once again in the shotgun with Cabrera to his right. Keeney quickly throws right side, and it's caught by Proctor. He makes one miss at the 30, 25. Proctor trucks another guy at the 20. Oh, boy. He ran flat over one Redskin out there, and I think that was Tomlin once again that he did. And I think the final tackle partly by Patrick Fields. That's good for 11 more. Now Owasso's at Union's 20.
That's again to Proctor, and they're just, again, right now trying to out-athlete the Redskins. And we've not seen this all season where the Redskins have had more speed, but tonight they match up really well with Owasso.
So it's going to be first down and 10 at the 20-yard line of Owasso for Owasso. Keeney with the snap, rolls to his right, throws the little screen out to the right side, caught at the 15-yard line, down to the 10-yard line. That was Drew Posey. And Posey's got 9 more before Landon Wood brings him down. Owasso is just a machine here tonight on that 9-yard gain. They'll have 2nd and 1 at Union's 11.
Yeah, they're going to have to get some pressure really quick by the DNs. They've got to fire up field on these quick out routes. They've got to fire up field, put their hands in the air, and try to get something knocked down. But other than that, just got to have some pressure from the outside, from those corners, and the blitzing from the inside out by those outside backers.
Well, you know there's no question that Coach was going to have some things ready. And when I say Coach, I'm talking about Bill Blankenship is going to have a couple of extra things ready offensively here tonight for Union. 2nd down and 1 for Owasso. They're now at Union's 11-yard line. No score. 7:57 to go first period. Keeney raises up, throws quickly to Proctor, left side, and he cannot get away. Oh, that's a terrific play by Elijah Tomlin. Tomlin got him and threw him backwards. That's a loss of 1, and a 3rd down and a little over 1 coming up now for the Rams. That was a big, big tackle.
Huge play there by Tomlin, and I'll tell you what, it's kind of exciting. The Owasso fans like to see Proctor his hands on the ball. As soon as he touches it, they start screaming. They just feel like he's the big playmaker out there, and he is.
So it's going to be 3rd down and just over 1. About 2 yards to go here for Owasso. They're going to mark it just short of the Union 12. They'll need just inside the 10. Dylan Chin goes way wide to the right. Now Cabrera shifts to the right of Keeney in the shotgun. They'll hand to Cabrera, and he's got the 1st down and more at the 5-yard line to the 4. Landon Wood with the final tackle, and he saved the touchdown. That's a 1st and goal Owasso now at the Redskins 4.
Well, it's just been a great drive on the outside here. They've kept stretching to the outside. They get in the red zone, and they're going to run Cabrera right up the middle, and a great saving tackle there by Landon Wood.
So it'll be 1st and goal now at the 4-yard line, and everything's worked for Owasso, so they have a lot of choices. They'll bring in a short slot right side. Cabrera again in the shotgun. They hand it to Cabrera. He's to the 2. He's to the 1. Cabrera, did he get in? I don't think so. I think he's at the 1-yard line. They'll mark it there. It was Darius Murdoch at the bottom of that pile. It'll be 2nd and goal, just inches away from the goal line.
They need to buckle up here. Those D linemen aren't used to not being able to push backwards, and right now they're losing at the line of scrimmage, and they're moving back, and the Rams are really pushing for that end zone.
Crisp drive here for Owasso. No score between Owasso and Union, but the Rams trying to change that. 2nd and goal inside the 1. Keeney in the shotgun. Hands again to Cabrera, and Cabrera pushes forward, and he's in. Touchdown, Owasso. What a drive by the Owasso Rams. J.T. McLeod and Pat Fields trying to keep him out, and they could not. It was 6:25 to go first period. It's 6-0 Rams.
Great initial hit there by Fields. He came up and made a stick right at the line of scrimmage, and he wasn't going to make it in, and Cabrera continued to fight, and a couple pushes there from the big lineman there coming up behind him. Number 73 gave a great extra effort, and go ahead and Russell Baker pushed him in the end zone.
Yeah, Cabrera is 5'10", 195, low center of gravity. Owasso on for the extra point. There's the kick. It's up, and it's good. So with 6:25 to play in this first period, Owasso draws first blood. Rams 7, Union nothing. This is Redskins football on KRMG. 6:25 to go in the first period of the 6A1 state championship game here at H.A. Chapman Stadium, and the Owasso Rams drive 10 plays, 69 yards in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. The Cabrera 1-yard run and the extra point makes it 7-0. So Union will return it. A.K. Wilson and Avery Alverson will be back. Redskins in their all white with the silver helmets going from left to right. That is from north to south. Owasso will kick it from right to left. Alex Haight is their kicker. Last one was returned by Alex Davis, but not very far, and they'd put Alex back there because they were trying a trick play. It did not work, and they were stoned at the 10-yard line. Haight, the left footer, standing at the 30-yard line. The ball set on the far hash mark at the 40, and here he approaches. There's the kick, and this one is certainly returnable, it looks like, and A.K. Wilson will take it around the 2-yard line. Return left. A.K.'s got one blocker in front, gets across the 20, but not much more than that. Around the 22-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 Redskins at their own 22. Return of 20 yards, and now, Zach, this Redskin offense needs to answer.
Yeah, they need to find some fire and just continue to move the ball, and much like the Rams didn't do anything fancy. They took no shots down the field. They took a couple bubble screens to the right and left and a toss here and there. Really stayed well within their means and, drove the ball down the field. And I think the Redskins really need to take a book or a page out of that book and just work the ball. Work what you can do and move it down the field.
So they'll mark it actually at Union's 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 there. 6:20 to play first period, 7-0 Rams. 3 receivers, 2 of those stacked to the far side. That is, of course, C.J. Moore. Who else? And, of course, out there also with him is Avery Alverson. On the right side, it is A.K. Wilson. In the shotgun is Thompson. Thompson will hand off to Darius Boone. Darius gets across the 25, but they closed that hole pretty quickly. Tyler Moody jumped in there. That's not a bad gain, though, of 3 yards. And right now, the Union Redskins just need a little bit of motion.
Yeah, they need a little motion, maybe a little play action. I don't think that's a bad option here. Maybe fake to Boone and get outside with a little triple action, the RPO run pass option to the outside and see what Thompson can do.
They're going to give him almost 4 on that, so we're going to say that ball's closer to the 28-yard line. We'll call it 2nd down and 6. Double tight end now for Union. Thompson in the shotgun, standing in his own 22. Boone's now to his right. Now they'll send motion by Wilson. Fake to Wilson, and now they're going to try to throw deep, and that ball is intercepted by Owasso. It's at the 40, 35-yard line, 30-yard line. Antoine Overton, the safety, came right in front of Lawrence Harris, the tight end, and he picked that ball off cleanly. So the first turnover belongs to Union. Owasso will have it now at Union's 29-yard line, a flash flip, but it's exactly what happened in game number 1, Zach.
Yeah, it sure was. The first one was a quick interception and then a fumble recovery and run 98 yards or 99 yards for a touchdown. So, they've been in this position before, but that's not where you want to be in the state championship game. Unfortunately, they've seen that on film again. That's a play that they've ran here the last few games, and Owasso saw that, and the safety Overton stepped right underneath it.
Yeah, and Peyton at that point just never saw the safety. He was looking solely at that corner. So it'll be 1st down. Drew Posey and Cabrera will be both at the running back spot. Posey goes in motion. They hand off to Posey up the middle, and he is knocked down and lost a yard. I saw Jordan Kelly up the bottom of that pile. Nate Raper was there as well. So it'll be 2nd down and about 11 for Owasso as they tried a little trickery there.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to be anything bashful about doing some tricks in this game. So they've got to keep their head on a swivel and make sure that they've got an eye on the ball.
5:14 to play first period, 7-0 Owasso. They'll have 2nd and 11 at Union's 30. Keeney with the snap, straight back. Here comes pressure. Fires left side, and that's incomplete. They were trying to go out there once again to Dylan Chin, but that was really pretty good coverage in there by Daylon Figures. He cut that ball off, and it'll be 3rd down and about 11. And this is a big down for the Redskins. It's too far probably for field goal range. If you can hold them here, Owasso likely would just go ahead and go for it, but you need to hold them here and back them up.
Yeah, this is that power 3rd down. They've really got 3rd and long. They've got to make a big stop.
3rd and 11, 4 receivers for Owasso. Caney in the shotgun. He's quickly back. Here comes pressure. He is slapped down. Oh, that was number 9. Who else? That was Kenya Walker. Keeney was trying to throw that ball, and he got hammered right in the chest. It falls incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 11 now for the Rams.
Quick underneath screen is what they were trying to run there. Just a slip screen from the right side going to the left. And great job by Walker. And he was in there fast and really put a lick on him.
So they are going to go for it. The Owasso Rams, with 5 minutes to go in this first period, leading 7-0, have a 4th down and 11. The ball's at the 30 of Union. They need the 19. They'll send Chen far to the right side. They'll send one receiver to the left. They have double tight ends in a short slot. Keeney in the shotgun. Cabrera to his right, now shifts to his left, and now Owasso will call a timeout. I think the Rams...
I don't know if they were going to go for it or they just wanted to call a timeout. I just don't... I don't like wasting a timeout in a game like this at 3rd and long.
Here's what I think they were doing. I think what they were doing was going to be they were going to settle for anything they could get in either a quarterback draw or a Cabrera run and call that good and maybe give the ball back to Union at the 20 or the 22 or the 23, and if you get the first down, that's fine. But to me, that's, I think, what they were trying to do. Now, the other thing they might have been doing, Zach, is just seeing how Union was going to line up.
Yeah, I thought maybe just trying to draw them off sides and then call the play, but it doesn't look like they're putting the punt team in, so it looks like they're going to go for it.
Well, there's no reason to try to kick it here. You can't get the field goal. You might as well go ahead and try because whatever you do ends up kind of like a punt anyway. 5:01 to go in this first period. A very, very crisp first drive by Owasso ended in a touchdown. Union's first drive, well, it didn't go very far, and then in their second drive went even shorter after an interception. So the Redskins have a big 4th down here. If they can hold here defensively, that can help switch some of that momentum back.
Yeah, they've really got to make a stop here. It's critical at this point. It's not imperative, but it's critical. It's critical mass here. Make a stop and make sure your offense gets down the field and really kind of puts the defense in a position.
And if there is a trick play in Bill Blankenship's armory, this would be the place he would pull it out. Because if you go up 14-0, you change the momentum completely.
Yes, sir.
So 4th down and 11 for Owasso at Union's 30. They need the 19. 5 minutes to go in the first period, 7-0. 2 receivers again to either side, double tight ends. Straight back to pass is Keeney. Here comes the pressure. He's going to throw down the left side for Sisson, and that ball is incomplete, and there's no flag.
Oh, my.
J.T. McLeod was on the coverage, and they did not throw a flag, and the Owasso crowd doesn't like it. And, Zach, I got to tell you, they might have a point.
Well, it looked like McLeod was riding that down there like a pony, so I think he was on him early and a lot. And then the referee that's down there, McLeod got up and gave him the hand to the face like, not here, not in front of me. So the ref jogged over to the sideline, is going to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Well, they just showed the replay here on the screen, and Union escaped there.
Yeah, that was clearly a penalty.
That was a penalty. And, it happens both ways, and you have to hope that at some point it evens up, and that one goes to Union's side. So 4:55 to play first period, and the Redskins hold. It's 1st and 10 Union at their own 30-yard line. 3 receivers, 2 to the near side. They're in a stack, 1 to the far. Thompson back in the shotgun. He's got to shake off that interception. Thompson straight back, throws quickly to the right side to A.K. Wilson. A.K. jumps inside a block and goes to the 35, but no more than that. Once again taken down out there by Hayden Spriggs, Wayne Jones, the other guy. But that's a good gain, maybe about 6. We'll call it 2nd and 4.
It's interesting there. They just let him set about 5 to 6 yards off. So if you're going to give A.K. 5 to 6 yards, he'll take 5 or 6 on you all night.
We'll call it 2nd and 4 now for Union at their own 36-yard line, trailing 7-0. Tight end left side, 3 receivers. Thompson in the shotgun. Boone to his right, he hands off. Boone is not going to get much. He punches forward to about the 38-yard line. It was Carson Kropp again. So it's going to be a big 3rd down and 2 for the Redskins, trailing 7-0 with 4:18 to go. They'll be at their own 38-yard line.
Big shot there by Kropp. He filled the hole, and Boone, Boone was that down towards the goal line that first game and really got stoned right in the gap by Kropp. So I know he knows what that feels like.
And it's a big 3rd down and 2. Tight end left side, 3 receivers to the Redskins. Short slot right side is Harris. There's the snap and the handoff to Boone, but there's a flag down. Darius got the first down across the 40, but that flag may be against Union. Dawson Adams on the tackle. The line judge threw the flag on the near side. And this is big because if it is against Union, it negates a first down.
Thompson's pointing at the Rams, so it'll be interesting to
Let's get the call here.
We have an illegal formation, not enough men on the line of scrimmage. There'll be 5 yards from the previous spot. We play 3rd down.
That was referee Bill Shepard. He's joined by Brandon Parker, the umpire, the linesman Paul Haney, the line judge Jim Edwards, and the back judge Pete Knutson. So that is a big penalty against the Redskins for a simple thing like lining up. That moves the ball back to the 33, their own 33. They need the 40. This creates a big 3rd down and 7 with 3:50 to go in this first period, and the Redskins down 7-0. They'll send 2 receivers far side, 1 receiver to the near side. Peyton Thompson calling signals with 14 seconds on the clock. They'll move Darius Boone to the left side now in the shotgun. Thompson has the snap. Straight back. Good protection. Throws right side. That's caught by the big tight end Harris, and he's got the first down. He plows his way to the 50-yard line. Dawson Adams and Kewan Hay on the tackle, but that is good for 16 yards and a first down.
Well, I say there, Coach Fred said, you know what, you're going to take away from in the middle. We've not thrown to him on the out route. We're going to put the big fella out there in space and let him make the catch, and he does a great job.
Cannot overstate how big that was. 1st and 10 now Union at Owasso's 47-yard line. Thompson in the shotgun, once again trying to pace a bit. Hands off to Boone, left side. Darius cuts forward, doesn't get much. Baby just back to the line of scrimmage. Kellen Jones brought him down. Actually, he lost one. It'll be 2nd and 11. And, you mentioned that, it was not a good night for Darius in that first game. It was Kevion Cooper who had the great game. For whatever reason, Owasso right now has number 27's number.
Yeah, and they're really giving great push on the outside. So good hustle by the D-line and the offensive line of scrimmage right now. The big fellas, Stromberg, Barnes, Fort, Gallegos, and Roland really need to focus.
Second down and 11 for Union. Now at the 48 of Owasso. Thompson again with 3 receivers. There's the snap. Throws quickly left side. Caught out there by C.J. Moore. He makes a move, gets to the inside of Proctor. Shifts him and gets out of bounds around the 40. So he got 5 with a good shifty move, and it's going to be another big third down. 3rd and 3 right at the 40-yard line.
I like it. C.J.'s going to have to come play tonight. That's a great move out there on Proctor, who's a great tackler in space, and he just made a great shift and a slide. Flew right by him.
2:48 to play, first period, 7-0 Owasso, but Union moving. 3rd and 3 at the Owasso 40. Thompson again with 3 receivers, again in the shotgun. Tries to draw the Owasso Rams off sides, but they're backed up a step so they can't get off sides. That's a brilliant coaching move.
They are way back. I mean, they're way back.
They are, and that should give your offensive line somewhat of an advantage. Change of play at the line of scrimmage, only 3 on the play clock. Thompson's going to have to hurry. And now timeout called by Union because Thompson did not see the clock was running out. We'll take a break, too, and take it fast. 2:47 to go first period, 7-0 Owasso. Big third down coming up for the Redskins. This is Union football on KRMG.
Hi, it's Rick Corey. Join me this Saturday from 2 to 4 live at Amini's Galleria on 71st
so
West Memorial. You can register to win a $50 gift certificate, plus get qualified for a trip for 2 to the 2018
They weren't that way in that first series coming this way, so I bet you that's a third down in less than 5. Maybe that's a really smart coaching. Back up a step. Don't give them anything easy. And that way, if you step, you're still on side. But if you can't get a first down on 3rd and 3 when they're back that far, something's wrong.
But drive new. You do not want to rejoin here, correct?
I do not. Thank you, sir.
Collision is a proud sponsor of Union High School
your
football.
Intuition
Action Auto
gold.
Collision, just south of 51st and Garnett, for exceptional.
Well, thank you very much.
520411. Action Auto Collision.
Hear Money Talk on KRMG Sundays at 10 a.m. with Dan Witham. Money
Come
Talk
to me at a
Financial
convenient
Program
time.
answers all your
It's just a
financial
comment.
questions and covers long-term health and savings plans. Money Talk with Dan Witham every Sunday at 10 a.m. on News 102.3 KRMG.
Back at Union Tuttle Stadium, 2:47 to go here in the first period of a 6A1 state championship game. Union and Owasso. The Rams lead 7-0 in Union with a big third down at the Owasso 40. It'll be 3rd and 3. Quickly down to the field and Doc Blevins. Doc?
Hey, it is a great atmosphere down here tonight. It reminds you of some of those early Jinx Union games when this stadium was packed. I can't tell the Union guys are behind me, the Union people, but I look at the Owasso side, and I hope whoever left the city last remember to turn out the lights because everybody's here tonight from that community, I promise you.
They sure are. I bet the only people left up there are first responders. So here we are with a big third down for the Redskins. 3rd and 3 at the Owasso 40-yard line. 2:47 to go in this first period. It's 7-0 Rams. They'll come out with C.J. Moore lined up to the left side, and he is far to the left. That's away from the press box where we are. To the near side, Alverson and A.K. Wilson. In the shotgun is Thompson. To his right is Boone. Now motioned by Harris, left to right. Handoff inside to Boone, and Boone powers forward. He's not going to get the first down. He got down to the 39-yard line. Wayne Jones brought him down. They'll give him the 38, and Union will have 4th and 1. And I think they'll go for it, Zach, but boy, what a big call.
Yeah, it's a huge call here, 4th and a full 1. And, as it sets right now, you would think they should be able to push forward and get that first down. But they've done a lot of things in there, mix and match, that has kind of created some chaos on that offensive line of scrimmage.
Now they're going to bring in Jordan Kelly as an extra blocker and take out Avery Alverson. Now remember, they have thrown to Jordan in this situation too. 2:14 to play first quarter. 7-0 Owasso, 4th and 1 Union. At Owasso's 38, they need the 37. Double tight, extra slot right side. Hand to Boone. He jumps to the outside and doesn't get it. Boone taken down by Cortre Alexander. Instead of following his blockers, Darius jumped to the outside and tried to make the move and didn't. Owasso holds. It's the Rams football.
Well, put the big fella in there, and he took a step outside, and Cortre went right underneath the block. That was a great job there by Cortre. I mean, that guy's a D1 player, folks, so he's going to make some plays, and he does it there. He makes an outstanding 4th down position.
You look, though, back at the film, and the Union offensive line was just dominating Owasso, and all he had to do was stay right behind that tackle, and he's going to walk for the first down. So, unfortunately, it turns over, if you're a Union fan, to the Owasso Rams. They'll have 1st and 10 at their own 39, already leading 7-0. Keeney in the shotgun. He'll hand on the inside that ball to the 40-yard line to Drew Posey. and Posey got maybe 1. They'll make it 2nd down and 9. Patrick Fields in on the tackle with 1:50 to go here in this first quarter.
That's a great tackle by Fields. Strong safety come up making a play right at the line of scrimmage and lowering the boom, like bringing the hat to it. So great shot.
They'll mark it right at the 40. That's the near hash mark right near us here on the press box side. 2 receivers, now 3, go to the far side. One of those is Dylan Chin. The other is Proctor. He is the inside guy. Quick snap to Keeney. He raises up, throws to Proctor. Caught at the 40-yard line. Jumps to the 35. Proctor has the first down, I think, or just short of it. He got near the 49-yard line. It was Braden Spicer and Landon Wood that brought him down. And it will be 3rd down, but it'll be 3rd and not much. They'll make it about 3rd and 1 by marking it at the 48, just across it.
Well, and the interesting thing, too, here you're seeing is when the tackle is being made, they're getting an extra yard and a half, 2 yards. So they really got to stop and secure that tackle where it is.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage is Owasso. Keeney under center, and he's going to quarterback sneak straight forward, and he has the first down at the 50-yard line. The entire middle of that Union defense was there, but it didn't matter. It'll be 1st and 10 Rams at midfield. 52 seconds to go first period. 7-0 Owasso, and the Rams once again move the chains.
Yeah, that's a big 3rd down again. You know, like the coach said, so far tonight, those big downs, 3rd down, even a 4th down, have been critical. So we've got to make some stops.
Keeney once again will send his receivers out. He'll have 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. That one is Tyree Sisson to the far side. That's the right. Keeney under center, straight back, throws quickly to Proctor. Proctor's going to throw again. He throws downfield, and it is caught by Cabrera at the 30. Patrick Fields makes the tackle at the 29. That's 19 yards gain right there, and that is another one of those plays that you know Bill Blankenship spent the week thinking of.
Yeah, he drew that one up nice, and why wouldn't you come attack that big fella on the outside, Proctor? And he throws a great ball downfield, and it was an inside route. How often do you see an inside route to a receiver?
Well, and that was Cabrera. That's right, and that was a really nice throw. So now the ball moves all the way to the Union 28-yard line. Owasso 1st and 10. 36 seconds to go first period, 7-0. The Rams. Now Proctor will be in the shotgun himself. Proctor is going to run it to the right side. Jumps outside to 30. Proctor 20, 15, 10, 5. Proctor fumbles, and the ball goes out of bounds at the 1. Proctor had the end zone, but somebody, I think it was Cameron Watts, had him, jerked him around. The ball flew out. If it goes in the end zone and out of bounds, it's a touchback. It didn't. It went out at the 1 or the 2, and it'll be a 1st down for the Rams. 1st and goal at the Union 2.
Look at that kid scoot, man. He's got some talent. He gets outside. It's Cameron Watts. He grabs his elbow pad and throws him backwards at the same time, kicks the ball out of his hands. And unfortunately for the Redskins, it goes out of bounds, like you said, without going in the end zone.
16 seconds to go in this first period. 7-0 Owasso, and they're trying to add to that. They're now at the Union 2-yard line, and the Rams have dominated. Quickly to the line. Under center is Keeney. Tosses quickly right side to Proctor, and he will not get in. Proctor knocked down at about the 2 again. Nick Jones was the guy who was out there to do it. So it'll be 2nd and goal right there, but that will be the final play of this first period. An exciting first period, but it's been dominated by Owasso. 7-0 Rams, period 2 next on KRMG.
This is the home of Union High School football. News 102.3 KRMG.
Welcome back to H.A. Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa. We begin play in quarter number 2 of the 6A1 state championship game, and as we do, the Owasso Rams leading 7-0 will have 2nd and goal at the Union 1 in a quarter that was clearly dominated by Owasso, Zach, but tell me why.
Well, Owasso did everything they needed to. They got it to the ball in the hands of their athletes. They escaped it to the outside, made little plays here and there. Really nothing big. And in this game, you don't have to make all plays at one time, right? You just continue to do what you do.
But then offensively, they have really put Union, who has defensively all year been terrific, in a bad place. But you look at, you talk about balance. When you look at this offense, Owasso averages running for 222 a game. They pass for 228. It's 450 yards, and it's split almost equally down the middle. 25 passing touchdowns, 50 rushing touchdowns in the year for this football team. So as balance, a lot of times people think balance means 50-50. You can be 50% run, 50% pass, and 100% bad. They're balanced and they're effective.
They're balanced and, yeah, they're effective and super talented. And right now they're matching up better than anyone we've seen all season with the Redskins. And I think that's probably what's given them the most trouble is that they're not powering through in any one position.
129 yards for Owasso in that first period, 61 for Union. Quickly in the line of scrimmage, Keeney under center. And he's going to quarterback sneak it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Owasso Rams. They are dominating this football game, and they now lead at 13-0, just underway second period.
Well, that was just an easy sneak there from short yardage. They hop up early, and you know, if you want to say you want to get one back on that penalty that they was given away early, there was a tight end here that took an early step, but, you know, it doesn't do anything here. They run the ball right through the middle, and easy enough there to sneak it in.
Well, so it will be 13-0, and then we'll see if we can't add there. Owasso's going to try to add the extra point. Will Feltz is on to kick this thing through. Right-footed kicker is set and ready. There's the snap. Ball's down. The kick is up, and it's good. 11:58 to play in the first half. Owasso dominating, leading 14-0 over the Redskins in the state championship game. This is Union football on KRMG.
Catch every moment of Union football on KRMG.com, the KRMG app, and News 102.3 KRMG.
6A1 state championship game being run by Owasso right now. 14-0 Rams after a 7-play, 61-yard drive that took just over 2 minutes and ended with Will Keeney's 1-yard run. Kickoff now coming from Owasso. They will kick this time from left to right. A.K. Wilson and Alverson are back deep. This kick will be short enough that it will be returnable, and it's A.K. Wilson at the 5-yard line. At the 10, 15, goes back to the right side, got some room, 20, 25, 30, 35, and he's going to go across that to the 37-yard line. He was taken out of bounds right over there by Dylan Chin, and I think there may be a flag thrown over there too, because there's a little bit of some chippiness going on over there on the Union sideline.
Yeah, that's a great return there, but Dylan Chin on the outside made the tackle great, but then after across the white line, and in college, the white line's much larger than it is on the sideline there when you see it in high school, so he's clear across the white line on the Union bench and really gave a big shove there, so they're going to get 15 extra, I believe.
Let's see what the official has to say about this. The man who'll call it is Bill Shepard, the referee.
He threw a heck of a flag there, too. That was a 30-yard bomb.
He might have pulled a muscle. Here he goes.
Got a dead ball, right hit out of bounds.
He didn't say on who, but I'm assuming that means on Owasso. So they were going to mark it near the 40.
Here's a replay.
And they will take this thing. Yeah, he was shoved well out of bounds. It'll take it all the way down to the 45-yard line of Owasso. So the Redskins trailing 14-0 with 11:51 to go. In this first half, this is a golden opportunity to get themselves back in this football game.
Yeah, they really need to make compound the injury here. We always used to say don't compound the injury, but if you can do it on the defense, that's a great time to take advantage of the ball landed on their 45.
First and 10 Union at the 45 of Owasso. A.K. Wilson is the running back this time. In the shotgun, Thompson hands to A.K., and he's not going to get much. Got across the 45 to around the 43-yard line. One of the guys there, Wayne Jones. The other one there was Tyler Moody. So we'll give them about 2 and call it 2nd down and 8. Union's pulling out a little bit of everything to try to move the chains.
Yeah, and we've not seen AK running up the middle, and that's one there that someone got loose on the inside, and those big boys from Owasso, on the defensive line, number 55, they don't have their weights here, but he's a big fella from way up here, and he made a stick on him.
They'll give him 3 yards, actually. No 2nd and 7 from the 43-yard line of Owasso for Union, trailing 14-0 with 11 minutes to go in this first half. Motion by Wilson. Snap, and they're going to hand inside. No, they're going to fake inside to Darius and throw out to AK. He makes a move across the 40. That's a tremendous move by AK just to get down to the 38-yard line. Carson Kropp brought him down, but if that wasn't great individual effort by AK, that's even shorter. And now a very important 3rd down and about 2 coming up for the Redskins.
Huge 3rd down here. Good job by AK there, making Proctor miss. And really, I thought he was going to maybe go to the outside. He ran back into traffic, and I would advise not doing that again.
It's at the 37 of Owasso. It's 3rd down and 2 for Union. Alverson lined up far to the right side. 2 receivers to the left, Moore and Wilson. In the shotgun again is Thompson. Boone set to his left. There's motion inside to Wilson. They'll hand to Boone. Darius skips forward across the 35 and has the 1st down. Darius Palmer made the tackle, but not before he got the 33-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 Union. But the running game, boy, it's a slow go.
It's a real slow go, and that's a great job there by Ricky Stromberg, really pushing up on the inside there and giving somewhere to run for Boone.
1st and 10 for Union, now to Owasso's 33-yard line. It is 14-0 Rams with 10 minutes to play in this first half. Thompson again in the shotgun with 3 receivers. He has Boone to his right. Quick throw left side to C.J. Moore. He makes the catch and just steps out of bounds. Proctor was right there. He didn't get much. He's going to get down to about the 29, so we'll make that a 3-yard out route. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really quick out route, and you got to give yourself a little space if you're going to run that out and run out of space. So if you're that fast like CJ is, you've got to maybe line up a little tighter and give yourself an opportunity to turn upfield.
Well, what I thought was interesting is he saw Proctor there and just went ahead and stepped out of bounds. 2nd and 7 now for the Redskins. They'll mark it down at the 29-yard line of Owasso. Stack receivers to the right. Handoff inside to Boone. Darius has some room across the 25. Darius down to the 22-yard line. Dawson Adams made the tackle. They'll actually mark him at the 23, and it'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Redskins.
Good job there by Quentin Barnes and Mario Rowland. Really pushing up on the inside and leading that for the Boonster on the middle.
Big 3rd down and 1. They're at the 23. They need the 22. In the shotgun, Thompson, tight end left side. Now motion right to left by Harris. They'll hand inside to Boone again, and Darius just got that 1st down. He popped forward to about the 21-yard line. Carson Kropp again on the tackle, but again is rough going with the running game. That's good for 3 and a 1st down. Now to Owasso's 21.
And we've seen Darius this season been able to be a little bit patient behind the line of scrimmage and let it fall or open up. And tonight, those holes are crashing before he can actually make a decision.
So now at the 21 of Owasso, 1st and 10 Union. The best drive and the deepest drive in penetration by the Redskins so far. 9:40 to play in the first half. They trail 14-0. Wilson and Alverson far right side. To the left is Moore. Thompson in the shotgun. Now Harris goes left to right in motion. There's the snap. Quick throw right side. AK makes the catch. Jumps inside at the 20. 15. AK to 5. And AK down at the 3-yard line. Antoine Overton with a saving tackle. What a terrific job, not only by AK, but the marvelous block out there by Alverson. 16 yards, and it's 1st and goal Redskins. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 7.
Yeah, Alverson did a great job out there, making sure that the corner was blocked. The only person to come over there was Overton from the safety position.
Quickly 1st and goal at the 7, back into it. They'll hand off right side to Darius Boone at the 5. Boy, he got popped right there. Boone got down maybe to the 4, but he just got hammered right there. They'll give him 2, and it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 4.
Huge hit there, but Boone's going to have to step in here and really, claim the game. If this guy wants to take over the game, he's going to have to make some huge hits, make a couple people miss, and continue down the field.
9 minutes to go, first half, 14-0 Owasso, but Union has a chance. They're going to have to hurry a little bit now. 15 on the play clock. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end right side. In the shotgun again, Thompson. Thompson hands to Darius Boone. Darius at the 5, and he got nothing. He might have lost a half yard. Kropp at the bottom of that pile. Adams at the bottom of that pile. And it's a big 3rd and goal now for Union. They did lose a yard. And you're going to have to get creative here, Zach. I don't think you're just going to be able to hand it off up the middle.
Yeah, I think you've got the opportunity here. They're really crashing on the run plays. You've got a little play action to get to Thompson outside the pocket so he can make something happen and create some space.
3rd and goal at the 5-yard line of Owasso for the Redskins, trailing 14-0, 8 minutes to go first half. Thompson in the shotgun. Has the snap. Looking. He's going to fire to the right, and that ball's knocked down. He was trying to throw it out there to A.K. Wilson, and Cortre Alexander knocked it down, and it's now 4th down, and Union, I think, has to take the points.
Well, I thought I saw a penalty flag on the outside. Maybe not. Maybe it was a cup thrown from the outside. But if not, no trouble. But Cortre, how many times has he made plays tonight? That guy's all over the field and does an outstanding job there. Just a quick throw by Thompson out of the shotgun, and he just elevates and knocks that ball down.
Well, it's obviously important for Union to get some kind of points out of this. It would have been great to have the touchdown when you had the 1st and goal at around the 7-yard line, and now Union doesn't have enough players out on their field goal team. What's going on here tonight?
Well, that's like Doc said. You said, you get to this place in the season, and you'd hope that people knew how to line up right. I mean, they've got charts over there. People know what special teams and what play they're on.
Well, the clock is at 0, but I don't think it was ever reset, the play clock. Nope, they did. The play clock ran out, and Union's going to be penalized for delay of game. And, they may have done that on purpose just to give him a better angle. A right-footed kicker from that close, that's a tough angle.
Yeah, it's you see him do a couple things there. They either don't hook it enough or they hook it way too much. It's kind of awkward there. That's a favorite position for our buddy old Luke Phillips.
So set it down at the 17-yard line, a 27-yard attempt, and you don't want to over-dramatize, but these are important points for Union. Noah Rauschenberg is on and ready. Davis the holder, Cade Brown the snapper. It was way too high. Somehow Davis got it down, but he missed it. The snap was far too high. Alex Davis had to jump out of his stance to grab it. He got it down in time, but Rauschenberg, already approaching the ball, hooked it. It's no good, and it's 14-0 Owasso, and that is a huge play.
Yeah, that's a monster play there. You needed some points, really, just to kind of get some momentum. You make it a great drive. You need to put some points on the scoreboard just to kind of balance things out with 8 minutes left in the second. It's not a game over, but that's you just need something there to walk away with.
Well, if Owasso scores in this drive, it is serious trouble for the Union Redskins, not just because it's 21-0 at that point or 17, but because at that point you start to emotionally, mentally wonder where you are.
Yeah, you start questioning yourself where you're at. You're absolutely right. So they've got to really put together, again, another big stop here is going to be paramount for the defense and making sure that the Owasso Rams don't drive back down the field.
Let's have Doc Blevins turn his microphone on down there. I know the Owasso side is full and it's excited over here. The Union side is trying to be excited. But, Doc, what's the coaching like on the sideline right now? What are you hearing?
Well, it's kind of the same way with the Union coaches. It's just business all the time. They get the kids over there and they've got the TVs and they're going over the plays and everything. And they don't have they don't spend a lot of time doing emotional stuff. They just keep working, but there's a real frustration you can tell on the part of the kids. I was talking to a couple of them, and they just, they still think things are going to go okay. They're used to things turning around, so we'll see.
All right, appreciate that. Thanks, Doc. 14-0 Owasso. Now they have the football, 1st and 10 at their own 20. Keeney throws quickly right side to Sisson. He makes the tackle, or the catch, jumps inside the tackle by McLeod and goes forward for a first down. McLeod hit him, but Patrick Fields and Nick Jones knocked him down. But they're going to give him the first down. They're going to say he got to the 30, and that'll be a first down, and Owasso continues to be crisp.
Yeah, if you let Sisson loose, he'll get loose and go the whole distance. So good job there by defense and Fields really helping out, coming to get that tackle.
Yeah, Sisson averages 13-4 a catch and has 7 touchdowns coming in. Now 1st and 10 Rams at their own 30-yard line as they continue offensively having their way. 7:40 to go in this first half. They lead 14-0. Handoff right side to Cabrera, and he's going to go forward across the 40, 35, 36, 37-yard line. Trey Thompson made the first hit, but nobody touched him for 5 yards. It's 2nd and 7, and right now Owasso is just dominating both lines of scrimmage.
It was interesting there. Trey Thompson makes the tackle, secures it, and Fields usually comes up and makes a knock on him. Well, that time he went up and really kind of hovered around it, tried to strip the ball loose. He didn't really help out with the tackle, though.
They're actually going to give him 6, so it'll be 2nd down and 4. Owasso at their own 36. Keeney once again in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left. One of those guys is Dylan Chin. He is also very dangerous. Sisson to the right this time. Keeney with Cabrera set to his right. Has the snap. He hands off to Cabrera on the left side, and he'll be taken down by Kenya Walker, but he got right to the 40-yard line. Walker and Fields both there, but they're going to give him another first down. Now Fields came up out of that pile with the football.
He did. He was fighting for it. Like I said last time, they were trying to tackle him, and Fields is going in there and really ripping on that ball, and he is good at that. It reminds me of the Bears about 4 years ago when they got more defensive scores than they did offensively, and they really fight for that ball, and Fields was in there really getting after it.
Well, he says he had it. The Union offense, of course, defense said he had it, and the referees say, no, the guys in red had it. And they will give him a first down. So that once again will move the chains. They'll move it across the 40, just slightly across the 40. 6:26 to go, first half. 14-0 Owasso, and they have another first down. So that's in the last 4 plays, 3 first downs for the Rams.
Yeah, they're continuing to drive the ball, and twice there, Fields has come up with that ball. And that one, I don't know. I didn't hear any whistles because we've got the earphones on. But I didn't hear an early whistle, and I think they're just going to give him that one for progress.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage, Owasso again. This time two wide receivers. Cabrera set to the right of Keeney in the shotgun. Keeney has the snap. He is straight back to pass. He's going to fire deep down the right sideline to Sisson, and that ball is going to be incomplete, and terrific coverage in there by J.T. McLeod. There was some bumping of shoulders, but that was really good coverage, and it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was a great job there by McLeod. That was in great position, shoulder to shoulder, running with him, and really became the receiver on that one, and the ball was just overthrown.
You know, one of the things I'm noticing, we haven't called Braden Spicer's name or Jordan Kelly's name or Nate Raper's
right
name
before last play.
Almost at all here tonight. They have taken them out of the game and run away from them. 2nd and 10 Owasso now at their own 40-yard line. 6 minutes to go. First half, 14-0 Rams. Keeney with the snap. Quickly throws right side to Cabrera. He's got it at the 40, at the 45. Cabrera across the 50. There's Raper in on a tackle there and Braden Spicer. Yep. But not until he has 12 and another first down.
Well, you're used to everyone trying to run the ball up in the middle. And Coach Blankenship says, hey, look, I know those two guys own the middle of the line of scrimmage. We're not going to run there. We're going to put it on the outside and make these guys run. And they're still pretty quick for linebackers, but that's not their spot.
And remember, Owasso will get it to start the second half. So with 5 minutes to go in this first half, if they get points toward the end of the half, they can really build a lead. 1st and 10 now Rams at the 48 of Union, and a timeout I think will be called by Owasso. We'll take a timeout as well. 5:46 to play first half. Rams dominating the 6A1 state championship game, leading 14-0. This is Union football on KRMG. .546 to play here in the first half of the 6A1 state championship game. Rick Corey, Zach Jones, Doc Blevins, Richard J. and Jeff Johns, and a couple of Corey girls too. We have filled the press box here at at H.A. Chapman Stadium. Owasso leading 14-0, and they have a first down at Union's 48-yard line, and the Rams have been offensively creative and crisp, Zach.
Yeah, they've been really creative, but not too creative, and they've continued to just drive the ball down the field and really, again, still haven't taken any huge shots, just continue to stay within themselves.
But you can tell they've got a little edge from that game, that first game back in week number 5 when Union won in double overtime. 1st and 10 Rams at the Union 48. Keeney with two receivers, short slot left side. Now Cabrera moves to his right. He also has two receivers to that side. Now Cabrera moves back to the left. Now Cabrera moves back to the right. Snap to Keeney, straight back to throw. He's got time, throws, fires right side. It's intercepted, no, then dropped. Oh, the ball came off Sisson's hands, and Landon Wood had it right in his hands, and there was nobody in front of it. That's going to be 6, and he just couldn't hold it, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to catch my breath on that one.
Oh my!
I tell you what, that was a touchdown waiting to happen.
Did you see the wall he had out there?
And Landon really plays just great football. He got excited. I tell you, he got excited, and the ball wasn't a spiral. So that's just an unfortunate event.
All right, so here we go. This should be 3rd down and 10, but they're going to run a reverse. They run a reverse, and that's going to be Posey back at the 45. Cuts back to the 50. He's going to go back to the 45-yard line. He'll get about 4 before Nick Jones brought him down.
Interesting little motion they did.
Now, they threw incomplete on first down, and then they threw incomplete the pick.
On second, third. Yeah, they moved it.
I missed it.
It was almost a Chicago or a Colorado here.
Yeah,
Colorado, Nebraska.
Right, yeah. 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd down and about 6. Ball at the 45 of Union. We'll call it 7, actually. They need the 38. Rams with 3 receivers, 2 of those right, 1 left. In the shotgun, Keeney. Here comes the pressure. Keeney hit from the backside. Ball bounces up in the air and then falls incomplete. That was, I think, Trey Thompson on the blitz, and he just laid Keeney out. That ball bounced up in the air off the back of a player and was just dangling there, but no one can get to it, and it's 4th down. Owasso will punt for the first time.
Yeah, that was a great job there. Blitzing linebacker on the outside, Thompson. We haven't seen a lot of it tonight, but he got loose there and really put a lick on Keeney, and he probably could have hit him a little harder, but anyway, the pass was incomplete, and that's a great job by the defense there.
And so Owasso will kick for the first time. Alex Haight is on to do so. Landon Wood is back at the 15-yard line of Union. Haight kicking from left to right. 5 minutes to play in the first half, 14-0 Owasso. There's the snap. It's a good one. Haight puts the left foot to it. It's not a good kick. It's very short. Landon comes running up and makes a sliding catch at the 22-yard line. I know you don't like that, Zach, but he just saved him a whole lot of room right there. It'll be 1st and 10 Union.
Yeah, that one dribbles down and stays outside of the end zone, I think, too. So he saved a whole bunch of yards. I still don't love that play.
4:53 to play in this first half, and a huge drive for Union coming up. First, we pause for our station identification. This is Union Football on KRMG.
From the Ferguson Buick GMC Studios, KRMG FM, Sand Springs, KRMG Tulsa.
Rick Corey, Zach Jones, Doc Blevins, and a cast of thousands here at H.A. Tuttle Stadium, H.A. Chapman Stadium. Figure it out, man.
We mixed them up.
Yep, 6A1 state championship game right now owned by Owasso, 14-0, but a big chance for the Redskins. 1st and 10 at their own 23. Union has one timeout left, and they have about 76 yards, 77 yards to go. 1st and 10. Thompson has the shotgun, rolls to his right. Thompson fires downfield. That ball for Alverson, and it's over his head. Coverage in there by Antoine Overton. And Alverson was open, but that ball was thrown a little high. He needs to go further to the outside shoulder.
Yeah, a little high, maybe a little bit behind him as well. And he had plenty of room to the outside. Just throw that corner route to the roll and really kind of come up with it. But unfortunate there.
We're going to check Union's passing yards so far in this game. It's not been terribly effective. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Union has 74 passing yards in this game thus far. 2nd and 10 Redskins at their own 23. 4 receivers, 2 stacked to either side. Here comes the blitz. Quick throw to the right side to A.K. Wilson. He's got a chance at the 30. A.K. 35, 40, 45, 50. A.K. may go 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Union. 77 yards. One man missed A.K. Wilson, and then he just showed the speed, and the Redskins are back in this game. 14-6 Rams.
Well, they came up on pressure, and if you come up on pressure with A.K. Wilson, I'm telling you, you've got to secure the tackle.
Well, they're saying he stepped out of bounds at the 45. They are calling this back. Side judge firmly saying he stepped out of bounds. Here's the replay. You do not see it from where he is there. But they're going to give them the 1st down at the 45-yard line. And I could not tell, Zach, on that replay if he stepped out.
I couldn't either. We couldn't slow it down like they can in college and NFL. And unfortunately, I mean, that's a great play by A.K. Wilson. And to get that one called back, it's just a sad deal there.
Hey, it's all right. It's a momentum builder. 4:38 to go. First half, 14-0 Owasso. But Union now feeling a little bit of the juice. They're at their own 45-yard line. Wilson will go sit down for a second, and in will come Farquhar. See a second replay. That turns out to be 22 yards, and could have been 77. Thompson has him back at the line of scrimmage. Darius Boone to his right. In the shotgun, there's the snap. Hand to Boone, and Darius is going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Cortre Alexander with another play. That's a loss of 2, and Union's running game is non-existent.
Just got to double that guy, right? Cortre is making plays all over, and they're moving him from the DN down inside the tackle. You've got to put 2 hands on that guy and make sure he's not in the play.
2nd and 12 now for the Redskins at their own 43-yard line. They'll need the 45 of Owasso for the first. 4 receivers now for Thompson. Straight back in the shotgun. There's the snap. Looking. He's firing way downfield. That ball is for Farquhar, and it's well overthrown. Farquhar had pulled free. Pardon me, that's Albert. No, it's AK.
Yep.
AK had pulled free and had about 2 yards on the defensive back, but could not get to that ball as Thompson put a little airmail under it. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Yeah, Thompson put it way out there, and I don't know, AK only took 1 play off after running 85, which I'm sure he's in great shape, but he wasn't able to come down with that one.
So Farquhar will come back in now, pardon me. The other guy running in there right now for Union is Anthony Davis on this big 3rd and 12. 4 minutes to go in this first half, 14-0. Union trails to Owasso. They have 3rd and 12 at their own 43-yard line. Snap quickly to Thompson. Here comes some blitz. Thompson fires middle of the field. Caught by Farquhar. 1st down, 45, 30. Farquhar all the way down to the 30-yard line. Deuce Mayberry brought him down. but not before 25 more and a first down. What a play by Farquhar.
Farquhar coming to the table tonight. This guy hasn't made some huge plays all night, but that one is critical. And what a great job catching in traffic on a full run across the middle of the field and making a great play on third down.
Cade Farquhar will stay out there with the 4 receivers. 1st and 10 Union, now at the 28 of Owasso. 3:53 to go in the first half. 14-0 Rams. Thompson, snap, handoff right side to Boone, and again he got nothing. Darius might have a yard in the middle of that. Defense swallowed him up, including Aiden Odell. They may give him 2, and we'll call it 2nd down and 8. In comes A.K. Wilson again.
Well, what you've seen here on the run game is Union's been pretty consistent with the same type of runs the full season. And for 2 weeks to prepare for that, the big fellas on the Rams, they're really just stepping in those holes and collapsing on Boone, and he's really not able to break loose at this point.
Redskins with about 13 on the play clock, back to the line. Again, 4 receivers, 3 to the right side, 1 to the left. Shotgun for Thompson, Boone to his right. We're set. There's the snap. Fake to Boone. Throw middle of the field and is past A.K. Wilson's hands. Could not get it to him. Wayne Jones was the closest guy for Owasso, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 8 now for the Redskins. That will stop the clock, though. That's the one good thing for Union. The ball's going to be set once again at the 27 of Owasso.
And Union's making some personnel changes we don't always see when they're running the ball down on offense. And they're continuing to keep the mix up and keeping things interesting.
Lawrence Harris will come in at the tight end spot, and he'll be flexed to the right. AK's out there as well. To the left, Alverson and C.J. Moore. 3rd down and 8 for the Redskins. They'll need the 19 or maybe the 18 of Owasso. Thompson in the shotgun. Defense shifting left and right. And now the flags fly and whistles blow.
Did Owasso call a timeout?
Nope, Owasso called a timeout.
Oh.
All right, so we'll take one as well. 3:10 to go in this first half. Big 3rd and 12 coming up for Union when we come back. This is Redskins football on KRMG. Back at H.A. Chapman Stadium, an enormous 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Union Redskins. 3:10 to play in the first half of the 6A1 state championship game, and they trail 14-0 to Owasso. This 3rd and 8 at the Owasso 27-yard line. Thompson in the shotgun, has the snap, has protection, looks, fires middle of the field, and that ball is incomplete. He threw that into 3-man coverage trying to go to A.K. Wilson. And the problem there, Zach, is he locked in on him the entire time, never looked at anybody else, and AK was never open.
Yeah, he did. He put it in a spot where he could maybe make a play on it, but that's triple coverage, and AK just couldn't come up with it, unfortunately, there.
So it's going to be 4th down and 8, and the Redskins will go for it. Again, they're at the 28-yard line, maybe closer to the 27. They need about the 19 or the 18 for the first down.
It's about the same field position there when the Rams went for it.
3:06 to play in the first half. 14-0 Owasso. Big 4th down for the Redskins. 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side. Boone shifts to the left now. Thompson in the shotgun. Here comes the blitz from the left side. Thompson fires middle of the field. It is dropped. A.K. Wilson had it square in his hands, and he just dropped it, and there was nobody close. He makes that catch. It's easily the first down, and he might score.
Go back about 5-6 plays when AK got that play call back. He's not been back in the game with his mind yet. And that was, we haven't seen that since his sophomore year. He makes that catch all season long. And as a senior, that guy's got to make that catch and get in the end zone.
So it'll be first down for Owasso at their own 27-yard line. They lead 14-0 with 3 minutes to go. And what you worry about, Zach, now is how that mentally affects your team.
Well, I think you go back and you just regroup. And he's a player. He's going to come back out and play. But right now he's got to shake the cobwebs loose and just say, hey, look, we got to make some plays and go.
And the Rams will get the ball to start the second half. We're trying to add to the lead. 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll hand right side to Cabrera, and he got nothing. Looks like maybe there was some fanatical encouragement of that Union defense during the timeout. He may have lost about a yard. Kenya Walker down there on the bottom of that. Murdoch as well. And it's going to be 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, they thought they maybe try back to the middle. I think Blankenship will say, oh, I think we better go back to the outside because that's not going to work like we thought.
So they'll mark it back down to the 26-yard line of Owasso, and it will be 2nd down and 11. They'll have 2 running backs. One of those guys is going to be Drew Posey. The other is Cabrera. They'll send Sisson, the receiver, to the far left. J.T. McLeod has him there. In the shotgun again is Keeney, straight back to throw. Keeney's going to throw the screen. It comes over the middle. It is to Posey, who shakes one tackle, but Nate Raper grabs him at the 30-yard line. The first guy to get there was Spicer, and uncharacteristically, Brayton missed the tackle, but that is a gain of 4, and now a big 3rd and 7 for Owasso.
Yeah, I thought Spicer maybe sniffed that one out and made a big play there, and he knocked it off balance, and good job by Phil there by Raper.
2 minutes to play, first half, 14-0 Owasso, and they have a big 3rd down at their own 30. They'll need the 37. Keeney straight back to throw. Looking, firing middle of the field, and it's well over the head of one man and well short of another. It looks like they were either trying to go to Chin or maybe underneath to a shorter receiver, Devin Tyler. Cameron Watts was back there, and very quickly Owasso will turn it back to Union.
Pump block.
Yep, 1:50 to go in this first half, and the Redskins might have at least one more opportunity. Timeouts left 1 for Union.
We've seen them do it before. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
That's all right. Alex Haid is on to kick this ball away, and Union has blocked a punt or two, and Owasso's aware of that. Now, Owasso doesn't have everybody on their punt team as they're screaming. And the guy who's late getting out there is one of their best players, and that's going to be Carson Kropp. So Haid on to kick this thing away, standing at his own 15-yard line. Landon Wood standing at the 40-yard line of Union, just below the A and the Tulsa logo here at midfield. There's the snap. They will not get to it. This is a short kick. They're going to have to clear away from it. It does take somewhat of an Owasso Union. Owasso bouncing, and Owasso downs it. Oh, why in the world he grabbed it and downed it, I don't know. But Kewan Hay was running by the ball, a 27-yard punt that could have easily been 35 with a bounce. And for some reason, Hay just decided to down it.
He just bounced up to him and he said, I'll just carry that over to the ref. I think he was kind of shocked that he caught it, too, because he went, hot potato. Didn't want it.
He'll get the talking to about that one.
Yes, he will. Yeah, Coach Blankenship will walk him down on that one. So thank him for a few extra yards and bonus play on that.
1:43 to play in this first half. Redskins trailing 14-0. Have just been hinting that they wanted back in the game, but haven't gotten there yet. One more chance this half. At their own 44-yard line, 1st and 10. 2 receivers go far right side. One of those, Harris, the tight end on the inside slot. Thompson has the snap, straight back. Looks to throw, and it's covered by Owasso. Now he'll throw it right side to Darius Boone, and he drops the ball at the 40, and that was really the best thing to do, because if he catches it, he's going to lose 4.
Yeah, I think that's, unfortunately, he says, dang, I didn't want to miss the catch, but, yeah, he would have lost a bunch of yards, couldn't do that.
It's the exact same play they were going to run when Owasso called timeout last series, but Owasso was out of position. So it'll be 2nd and 10 Redskins at their own 44-yard line. They'll need the 46 of Owasso to get the first down. 1:37 now to go in the first half. 4 receivers. They're stacked 2 and 2 on either side. Going to hand off inside to Darius Boone, and Darius bursts forward across the 45, up to the 47, 48, maybe the 50-yard line. So he got about 6 before Carson Gropp brought him down, but it'll be 3rd down and 4 with 1:25 to go here in this first half.
First time in this quarter we've actually seen clean push from the line of scrimmage and drove the defensive line of the Rams backwards.
3rd and 4 at midfield. They'll need the 46 from Owasso. Again, 4 receivers for Union trying to run the football. Hadn't been easy. Snap to Thompson. Fires right side. That ball is caught by A.K. Wilson, and that was a brilliant catch. They're going to take it down to the 42 of Owasso, so that's going to be a gain of 6 and a first down. 1:04 to go now in this first half.
That's a great play-action play there, and then A.K. just hit a nice sit-down route about 8 or 10 yards, and the ball was to the outside, and he made a great diving catch.
1st and 10, 3 receivers, tight end left side. Boone to the left of Thompson. Clock running at 55 seconds. Thompson with a snap. Here comes a blitz. He rolls to his right, keeps rolling, fires right side, and that ball is caught at the 24-yard line of Owasso again by A.K. Wilson. A.K. made a great comeback on that, and you have to give Owasso credit. Right there, they just didn't want him to go deep, so they let him have that first down catch, and that'll move it to the 24-yard line. And with 47 seconds to go and still a timeout in their pocket, first down Union trailing 14-0.
I think that was a deep call as well. I think they wanted to go deep, and AK did a great job of reading the quarterback and just setting it down.
1st and 10 now at the 24 of Owasso. Again, 4 receivers for Thompson. He looks to his right, whispers something to Darius Boone. There's the snap. Quick look to Boone, and now Thompson's going to move up, and he's going to throw the ball deep into the end zone. It's caught by Lawrence Harris. Lawrence Harris caught that ball to 2. What an amazing catch. That was lofted in the air by Thompson as a prayer, and 88 answered it. 22 yards and a first down.
That was a prayer. I tell you what, Harris had 3 guys around him again. Another called shot where he just stuck to him and went with it. And
now
Harris
first and goal at the 2-yard line of Owasso. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Handoff left side to Darius Boone. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Union. It took most of the first half, but the Redskins finally put together a drive, and it's 14-6 with half a minute to go in the first half.
Can't tell you how critical that was to put some points on the board in the first half and really save some momentum into halftime. So great job by the Redskins. And again, third down, like Coach said coming into this, another couple big third down and longs picked up on that drive.
When you go back to the play, the touchdown that was called back and ifs and buts kind of thing, but boy, you got a little momentum now offensively as you go in. Now Noah Rauschenberg needs to hit this extra point. Need a good snap from Cade Brown. There's the snap. It's down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. 32 seconds to play first half. We've got a game again. Owasso 14, Union 7. This is Redskins football on KRMG. Back at H.A. Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa, the 6A1 state championship is a dogfight. 14-7. Owasso leads the Union Redskins now with 32 seconds to go here in the first half. The Redskins drive 6 plays, 56 yards. It took a minute 11, but it seemed like it took 2 days. The touchdown, of course, makes it 14-7. Set to kick off is Noah Rauschenberg. Proctor and Tyler are back deep, and Rauschenberg either needs to kick this thing out of the end zone or out of bounds. You don't want number 3 to run it back. Noah approaches at the 40, puts the foot to it, and this one is going to be into the end zone and unreturnable. So the Owasso Rams will have it first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now, Owasso has no timeouts left, and with 32 seconds to go, a couple of ways to look at this, Zach. I know Bill, you know Bill. He's a guy who likes to pull something out of his pocket. Would he try to do that here? Because a late score of any kind and getting the ball to come out to start the second half, and you can start putting nails in there.
Yeah, we start looking at those old games against Jinx Union, right? And there's some really big plays, kickoff returns, big things like that. I don't think this would be a bad spot to try to make something happen quick.
Let's get down to the field and Doc Blevins. Doc?
Hey, there was a time in his career, because I've been with him a long time, that he would have done something, but he kind of mellowed a little bit since then.
See, Doc, I think it's opposite of that. I think right now he's got some fire and ice in his blood. He's got some wants to go get it.
We'll find out. First and 10 Owasso at their own 20-yard line, leading 14-7 with 32 seconds to go in the first half. Snap to Keeney. He fakes. Now he wants to go deep, and he's taken down. Murdoch is one of the guys there. Also, Isaiah McGuire, Kenya Walker. That's a sack back to the 15-yard line. And if he had any desire to do something special, it might have just been snuffed out right there.
Well, that's an awesome job by the defensive line of scrimmage there. Murdoch, and good pressure by the big fellows. This is that nickel package or dime package that they put C.J. Moore here in the backfield. They've got Landon Wood, McLeod. I mean, they got all kinds of athletes in there, but they've got a good pressure.
And that's going to end the first half. Union was trying to fire up that crowd, and the Redskins leave the field fired up. Union trails 14-7, but if you look at them running off the field, you'd think they lead 41-7.
Well, they finally got some points, so that's exactly what you need going into the half.
And then that big sack. So we are at the half, and the Redskins are down, but we've got to fight. Owasso 14, Union 7. This is Redskins football at KRMG. So we're set to begin the second half. Owasso will receive the kickoff, and every football game you've ever listened to, when the game was close, the announcers have said the first drive of the third quarter is key. And there's a reason they've said that. because the first drive of the third quarter is key in a game like this, and especially here, if Owasso scores to take a 21-7 lead, that completely changes all the momentum Union had going to the locker room.
Yeah, I think the first drive always kind of sets the tone, is what we used to say. You like set the tone right in the first half or the second half, and so you really got to go out there. And I think the really exciting part is that it's the defense, right? The defense really came on super strong at the end of that first half, and they can really kind of turn this thing around and put it back in the offense's hands.
Devin Tyler and Josh Proctor, the Ohio State commit, will be the guys deep. Owasso in their all-red uniforms with the gray helmets and the white ram stripe or the ram horn on the side will be going from left to right. So their backs are to the K center, and they'll be going from north to south. Ball set at the 40-yard line. Noah Rauschenberg and the Union Redskins are set up. They're in their all-white, and they have the silver helmets. So Proctor and Tyler right now the deep guys. Rauschenberg approaches, puts the big foot to it, and there's no chance of this one being returned. It'll go about 5 yards deep in the end zone, and Owasso will start at their own 5-yard line. Now, both these teams had chances to adjust, so let me put you in both locker rooms. If you're Bill Blankenship, what do you adjust?
He's got to get his passing game going so that he can open up that run game. Right now his run game is pretty well obsolete, so he's been trying to pass the ball a lot, so he's really got to do that.
And if you're Union defensively?
You've got to stop the pass game. You know they're going to attack the pass game. They're going to put it in Proctor's hands again the second half as much as they can, so you got to be ready.
So here comes Owasso, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They lead 14-7 as we begin the second half of this state championship game. Proctor is out there offensively. The Redskins will face 4 wide receivers, 2 split to either side. Quick handoff inside to Cabrera. He's got room, 25, 30. Cabrera, 35. Cabrera at the 40-yard line, taken down at the 42. And that ball is out of the way. That's 22 yards before Patrick Fields makes the tackle. They'll actually give him, they think they're giving the 42. And just quickly like that, Owasso with a first down.
21 yards in the first half, 22 his first carry. They're going to try to establish that run.
Now at their own 42-yard line, 1st and 10 Rams. Again, 4 receivers. Quick throw left side to Proctor. He makes one guy miss at the 40 and skips forward to just about the 43. That was Landon Wood that had him dead to rights for about a 2-yard loss, but there's a reason that cat's going to Ohio State. He got around Landon and he ended up getting to the 46. So they're going to give him about 4, and we'll call it 2nd and 6.
So what? That's probably the most difficult tackle in football, in space with a guy that's got some quick shakes and really quick feet. So I give it to Landon and try to make it that one.
I actually gave him a 45, so we'll call it a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Just underway, 3rd period, 14-7 Owasso. Again, 2 receivers to either side stack. Cabrera now to the left side. Back to throw is Keeney. Looking, middle of the field. That ball's caught at the 50-yard line by Sisson. He's to the 45, down to the 42. That's another first down for the Rams. 13 more yards on that one. J.T. McLeod, one of the guys up off the bottom of that pile. And Owasso, who came out and moved the ball so quick in the first series of the first half, is doing the same here.
Yeah, and they went double quads. So they went quads and double stack. I've not seen that in a long time. And really stayed away from Proctor's side, though, using him as a decoy right now.
Now at the 41-yard line of Union, 1st and 10 Owasso. They'll go back to more of a traditional set. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Handoff inside to Cabrera. He bounces back to the right, and he's going to be stood up at the line of scrimmage. Cade Brown is there. Braden Spicer is there as well. They'll give him, wow, that's a really generous spot. They're going to give him 2 yards to the 39-yard line, and I would swear, Zach, he didn't get past the 40, so we'll call it 2nd and 8.
I'll tell you what, Cade Brown came up and just stoned the tight end. So he came up and really forced the outside shoulder of the tight end and made sure that went to the inside. Good job.
Two running backs now. Drew Posey, the other one. Posey stays. Cabrera goes in motion. Handoff inside to Posey. Bounces out to the 35-yard line. Nate Raper brought him down, but he got all the way down to the 34-yard line. So we'll call that a gain of about another 3, and now a big 3rd and 3 coming up for the Rams.
A lot of distraction. They're trying to use play action. They put Cabrera in the outside and then throw a run to the inside. So really right now just trying to keep a mix.
10 minutes to go, 3rd period, 14-7 Owasso, and they're trying to quickly add and get a first down. 3rd down and 3. They toss quickly right side to Proctor. Proctor's got the first down across the 30-yard line to Union's 29-yard line. Knocked out of bounds over there by a couple of guys, including Braden Spicer. They're going to give him, they had given him the 30, now they're going to say the 29, 1st and 10 Rams.
That's just a hard-nosed run there by Proctor and the whole line of scrimmage there. They really pressed on the outside. They went stacked to the right. And then everybody just tried to get that corner, and the line of scrimmage was just moved enough to get it.
And this Union defense went into the locker room very fired up. They need to find that again. 1st and 10 Owasso, now at Union's 29. Keeney again in the shotgun. He fires middle of the field, caught by Sisson. He almost breaks free at the 15, but he's taken down right there by Figures. He'll go down to the 13-yard line. That's a touchdown-saving tackle After that completion of 16 more yards, it's 1st and 10 Owasso, now at Union's 13.
Interesting enough here, we haven't seen one duplicate play the second half. They've been to the air, on the ground, some play action, really just keeping it fresh.
4 receivers. The guy on the slot to the far side is Proctor. 1st and 10. Keeney quickly throws to the right side. Cabrera makes the catch at the 10, at the 5. Cabrera cuts back down to the 1-yard line. Owasso is sniffing at the goal line again. 12 more. They have averaged a first down on almost every snap. Landon Wood and Nate Raper made the tackle, but Owasso now 1st and goal at the 1.
Well, that's unfortunate there. Cade Brown really tried to come press up outside again and was being held, didn't get it called, but unfortunately that was enough to get him moving down there on the on the 1-yard line.
Well, any of that momentum Union took to the locker room is about to change sides of the stadium once again. Quickly the line of scrimmage, here comes the Rams. Keeney under center. He's going to quarterback sneak, and he got swallowed up right at the 1. I don't think he got there. Union came over the top. Now they say touchdown. Oh, my. The Redskins had him stopped, but the pile continued to move, and the head linesman on the far side said he got there. Touchdown Owasso. They lead 20-7.
Their first play in the first quarter was about the same way. They drove that ball down the field, and the Redskins made a great stop at the line of scrimmage and continued to push. The Rams drove them in. Same thing there. There wasn't enough momentum, but the big line just continued to push on.
Will Feltz on for the extra point. The right-footed kicker lines up. Snap is a little bit bungled, but it's there. Hold down, kick is up, and it's good. And with 9:14 to play in the third period, momentum goes back to the Rams. Owasso 21, Union 7. This is Redskins football on KRMG.
Never miss a moment of Union High School football. Download the KRMG app now. Available for Apple and Android.
Back at H.A. Chapman Stadium, third period of the 6A1 state championship game. Owasso now leading 21-7 after a very crisp drive to start the third period. Rick Corey, Zach Jones, Doc Blevins, and a host of thousands here. Owasso came out, didn't do a lot different offensively, Zach, but it was just exactly like that first drive, and you mentioned it. It was a mix of plays that were so terrific that keyed the play. 8 plays, 80 yards, 2 minutes, 45 seconds.
Well, that's what you said. Enough to pick up a first down on each play. It sure was. 8 plays for 80. That says enough.
1st and 10 Owasso for the Redskins, out there on 35-yard line, desperately needing an answer. Thompson in the shotgun. Boone to his right, throws quickly to the right side. It's caught by A.K. Wilson at the 40. He pushes forward to about the 47-yard line. The tackle out there looked like it was Hayden Spriggs.
It's face mask.
There's going to be a face mask, we believe, on that penalty, or on that play as well, as Zach just said. There's a flag at about the 47, or 44, pardon me, yard line. We'll get the call here from the referee, Bill Shepard, as he walks slowly back toward the middle of the field, trying to figure out where his pack is so he can turn it on.
We have a mask on red.
Well, what he said as his mic was cutting out was a personal foul face mask, so that'll move the ball all the way to the Owasso 43-yard line. And so the Redskins very quickly have an opportunity to make something happen. 21-7 Owasso, 9 minutes to play in this third period. Union will have Wilson to the far side. To the near side, that's the press box side. Near us, the left. That's Alverson and Moore. 1st and 10 now to Owasso's 43. Thompson again in the shotgun. Has the snap, throws quickly right side again to A.K. Wilson. He goes across the 40 and down to about the 39-yard line. Hayden Spriggs again on the tackle, but that's a good first down gain of around 5. And Owasso right now, Union's doing exactly what they need to do, Zach, and that's spread Owasso.
Yeah, they've got to get it outside and move the ball. And, some of these short passes aren't bad. You just got to get something moving down the field again.
We're actually going to call it 4. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 39-yard line now of Owasso. Motion from right to left by Harris. Handoff left side. That goes to Darius Boone, and he lost a yard. He got stoned. Carson Kropp just came blitzing in from the outside and smacked him. He'll go back to the 40-yard line, and it's going to be third down and more than 6. We'll call it 7 now for Union.
Well, long third down here, where they've done a pretty good job at the second quarter picking up these third downs, going the same direction in the field, and they feel comfortable to going to get it. We've got to buckle down here and make sure they convert.
8:38 to go in this third period, and this is a huge, huge play here for the Redskins. Trailing 21-7. They just gave up the long drive to Owasso. 4 receivers, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. So that's 3 left, 1 right. Thompson in the shotgun, has the snap, looks, fires out to A.K. Wilson. He makes the catch, and he's out of bounds with the first down. Now there's a flag down at the 41-yard line. That's thrown where you might have an offside or another illegal formation against Union. And that's already happened once tonight to the Redskins. Let's see what they say here. Once again, Bill Shepard with the call.
We have an illegal formation, not enough on the line of scrimmage.
The ref was talking to AK and saying, indicated, and he was saying you're pushed back off the line of scrimmage, but he's standing right there. You look over and you say, am I on? And sometimes the ref will say you're on, and sometimes they just hold the arm out. You just really can't tell.
That is an enormous penalty, and that's twice tonight that that penalty, not enough men on the line of scrimmage, has cost Union a first down. That moves the ball back to the 45 of Owasso and makes this 3rd and 12. Avery Alverson will go far side. That's the right. Wilson will come to the near side with C.J. Moore, who's been mostly quiet tonight. And Alverson doesn't have a single catch. 3rd and 12. 21-7 Owasso, 8 minutes to go third period. Obviously big down for the Redskins. Here comes Owasso with the blitz. Thompson steps up, fires right side. Caught by Avery Alverson for a first down. Oh, what a play that was. It was Hayden Spriggs on the coverage, but Alverson put the left foot in the turf, snapped that thing off, and it's a first down Redskins.
Great job. Thompson stayed comfortable with pressure in his face, and a good job by Alverson just making sure he had enough for the first down and sitting it down.
That's a confidence builder. 1st and 10 now to Owasso's 32 for the Redskins. In the shotgun again, Thompson, Boone to his right. 3 receivers. Thompson fakes to Boone, drops back. He's going to throw deep down the right side, and that ball is overthrown. Oh, once again, A.K. Wilson was open. He had run by Hayden Spriggs, and that ball was just airmailed.
Hey, they're looking at number 8 a lot, but look over here on Alverson. No one's covering Alverson at all. Like they think he's a decoy. They're just letting him sit out there, and he's wide open.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 after another overthrow. Peyton Thompson, you can tell when he's a little bit juiced. He's been very good tonight, but at times he's
Kid's
just
got a great
excited.
arm. Yeah, but when he's juiced up, he pushed it out there a little bit too much.
7:59 to go, third period. 21-7 Owasso. Big drive here for Union. 2nd and 10 now at the Rams 32. 3 receivers again, 2 to the near side. That's the left for Thompson. In the shotgun. He's going to fake and then throw left side to Alverson. He's got a lot of room. Avery, 30, 25, down to the 23-yard line. He almost dropped it. Wayne Jones almost knocked it out of there. But they'll mark him down maybe at the 22, and that brings up a 3rd and 1. And you were right about Alverson.
Yeah, they just haven't covered him at all.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage for the Redskins. 3rd and 1. Boone to the right of Thompson. Thompson hands to Boone. Big hole. Boone down to the 20-yard line, inside that to the 19. That's a first down. Wayne Jones again on the tackle. Now, I said big hole. It sure closed fast, but it was good for the first down.
Well, and they got some mixed match out there on the defense. They're making some confusion.
Now 1st and 10, Redskins at the Owasso 20. Again, 3 receivers, 2 of those to the right. That's the far side. Thompson in the shotgun. Raises up quickly and throws out there to A.K. Wilson. Makes one miss at the 20. A.K. at the 15, and he skips out of bounds at the 12. The guy that missed the tackle was Hayden Spriggs. He got around the block of Alverson and made a great effort but couldn't get there. That's a gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
That's an awesome job by Spriggs, man. He sees that spot pass and he just takes off upfield. So that's a heck of a job making the block out there for Alverson.
It's even a better job by A.K. to make him miss.
Making a void, yeah.
Yep, now at the 13 of Owasso, 2nd and 3 Union. Thompson will hand off right side. Darius Boone has room. Darius inside the 10. Darius to the 5 or maybe the 6-yard line. That's good for another first down for the Redskins, and that time a patient Darius Boone made it happen. Cortrey Alexander brought him down.
Yeah, and I think he's still being patient, maybe a little too patient. I think he needs to kind of tuck that ball and just get downfield a couple times here.
1st and goal, Redskins now at the 6 of Owasso. 21-7, the Rams. Handoff one against Boone. Boone dances to the right side and gets down to the 4. The initial hit in there was by Adams, and then after that, Jones made the play. So it'll be 2nd and goal at the 4, but the Redskins have been here and didn't come away with points. This time they need to.
Yeah, the first time they were down here, they just ran the ball 3 times in the middle, and it really didn't work, but they continued to stick with it. I think they probably learned their lesson, but we'll see what they go to here.
6:40 to play, third period. 21-7 Owasso, but here comes the Redskins. Ball marked at the 4-yard line of the Rams. It is 2nd and goal. 2 receivers, and you've got double tight ends. Thompson in the shotgun. He fakes to the right, throws to the right, and that ball is incomplete, knocked out of bounds, but there is a flag in the end zone. That will be interference against Owasso. Trying to go to A.K. Wilson on the right side, and the guy out there, Adams, had hands all over it.
Looked like he still almost came down with the ball. We made a play to the outside, which is a really difficult catch anyway, behind you up in the air, and Adams knocked it out, but I think he's going to get called for a little extra.
Let's get that call here from the official.
We have pass interference on the defense to the goal, replay 2nd down.
So it will remain 2nd down, and that will move the ball to the 2-yard line. And the Redskins will have another opportunity here.
Well, and they're blitzing out here from the left side, and they're one-on-one with C.J. Moore, and I would think it'd be a great opportunity for him to maybe just throw a slant route. He and Proctor playing one-on-one.
You got 2 D1 guys out there. Let's see who the big man is, right?
That's right.
So they'll mark it at the 2. Wilson will come to the left side with Moore. Now Union will take and go man over. So they've got the defensive tackle, or pardon me, an offensive tackle on the left side. So they are heavy left. Shotgun. Oh. The ball is fumbled in the middle. It's fumbled. It's on the ground. The handoff tried to go to Boone, and Owasso has it. Oh, my. Thompson didn't cleanly get it. Tyler Moody came up with it. Boone never had the ball in his hands. And again, from inside the 5, Union is turned away.
Well, we saw that once in the first game, about the same position. And I don't know if his hands were closed, but it was a horrible mesh point, and the ball was knocked loose.
A huge play for the Owasso Rams, and with 6 minutes to go in this third period, they still lead 21-7. We'll take a break and come back. This is Union Football on KRMG. Six minutes to play in the third period of the 6A1 state championship game. Rick Corey, Zach Jones, Doc Blevins, Owasso 21, Union 7. The Redskins just fumbled at the 2-yard line of Owasso. And Zach, if momentum has a ticket, he's got to be tired because he's gone back and forth all night long, and now he's back on the side of the Rams.
Yeah, he sure is, and that was a bounce back right after the half started. The Rams really took that first drive and made something happen, and really thought maybe the momentum could bounce and get back on the Redskins side, but right there before the end zone, unfortunately not.
Now, what the problem here is you have a tendency to get down defensively too, and you've got an opportunity to trap these guys deep. You better hurry. 1st and 10 Owasso now at their own 3-yard line. Keeney will hand off inside to Cabrera. No, he fakes it, and Keeney kept it himself. He came outside the 5, got to the 8 before Nick Jones knocked him down. They're going to give him the 9. So that's a good gain of 6 on 1st down, 2nd and 4, and a good play call.
Good play call, and Nick was kind of staying safe, and he really needed to be aggressive there. I didn't think they were going to throw at all, and he's got to come attack that thing and make sure they don't get that many yards.
Back to the line of scrimmage. Keeney has 3 receivers to his right. Cabrera set to his right as well. In the shotgun, Keeney. This time he will hand to Cabrera, who bounces out of the 10 and across the 12, and I think he has the 1st down. Yep, he got to the 14, Kenya Walker and Nick Jones. And the Union Redskins had a wonderful opportunity to keep Owasso buried deep, and they still do, but there's a 1st down.
Yeah, that was a better job there. Nick came up to make the play. Just wasn't enough. It was plenty for the 1st down on that one.
So first and 10 Owasso at their own 14-yard line. 5:29 to go third period. They lead 21-7. The Rams have been very good tonight, and Union at times has been brilliant too. They'll send 2 receivers to the left side. That's the far side. One of those is Chin, the other Devin Tyler. To the right, Sisson. In the shotgun once again. Keeney, now he has Cabrera to his right. Keeney's going to keep it, run to his right. Got room across the 15, across the 20, and looked like he dropped the ball, but he didn't. He was dropped instead by Braden Spicer. But he got 7 on that first down run. They'll mark it at the 21. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, he got wrapped up by Spicer and decided he wasn't going to press forward any longer and lose the ball. So a great smart play there, just kind of taking what you can get and being down and taking it secure.
Once again, Josh Proctor comes into the game. So we have 4 receivers. That's 2 stacked to either side on this 2nd and 3. Handoff inside to Cabrera. He's got room. Burst across the 25-yard line. Cabrera up to the 29. First down. Trey Thompson on the tackle. But this Owasso Rams offense is suddenly looking like the old New England Patriots. They can't be stopped.
I'll tell you this, they need Redskins need to stick their heels in the ground now. That was one where they did go in the middle, and they haven't been in the middle enough. And Spicer and
at their own 29, 1st and 10. Keeney keeps it again, runs to his right. Again gets around to the 35, maybe the 36. That's another 6-yard gain. Darius Murdoch with the tackle. But here's the problem with the drive if you're a Union fan. Owasso is imposing its will, and that's demoralizing.
Yeah, they're really getting great push here and picking up again 6-7 yards a pop, and they've really got to find a way, the Redskins defense, to stop this drive. 2nd
down, and we're going to call it a little over 3 right now. Owasso just past their 35-yard line, leading 21-7. They raise up quickly, throw it to the right to Cabrera. He's across the 40-yard line, has another first down. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. J.T. McLeod knocked him out right there, but they move the chains again, and Union will bring in Cade Brown. They'll also run in Isaiah McGuire as they try to change things up. 3:55 to go, third period, 21-7 for Owasso. You know, and Jordan Kelly's running off the field, and we just have not heard his name tonight.
Haven't. He should have this should be his deal tonight to really buckle down and make something happen. I saw Wayne Jones. I haven't seen him play receiver, but he's out here on the wideout.
So 1st and 10 Owasso, now at their own 43. Keeney hands off again to Cabrera, and he's going to push across the 45, and even when there's nothing there, he makes something out of it. Braden Spicer makes the play, but that's a good gain of 3 for Cabrera when there was nothing there, 2nd and 7.
The big difference here is you're seeing the Rams get to a 3rd down and it's 3rd and 3 or 4. And when the Redskins are at 3rd down, it's 3rd and 8 or 9, and that's a little different situation.
And a couple of times 3rd and 12. 2nd down, and we're going to call it 4 now at their own 47 for Owasso. Keeney straight back to throw. Looking, firing, middle of the field. That ball way over the head of everyone. Looked for a moment like Union might have an opportunity to intercept, but it sailed way over Cade Brown and Landon Wood's head. So a 3rd down coming up. I think this is the first 3rd down of this drive.
Second half even, I think.
For Owasso, they've just been crisp. At their own 47, they have 3rd. We're going to call it 6.
Proctor and Jones.
They send 3 receivers, including Proctor and Jones, to the left, 1 to the right for Keeney. Quickly raises up, throws to Proctor, makes the catch at the 35, and he is stoned right there. He lost about 4. Nick Jones, one of the guys on the play. Patrick Fields out there as well, and that, even though Owasso drove the ball, is a big stop for Union.
That was huge. Great job by Nick Jones fighting through the blocker, and then to follow through with Fields, man. Made a great stick on him.
Yeah, Patrick, he did definitely finish him off.
That kid likes to hit. I like it.
So at their own 47, Owasso will kick this thing away. The punter is Alex Haight. He's kicked everything kind of knuckleball tonight.
Proctor's hobbling off here. He's limping here on the way off the side of the ankle.
Well, he had a problem last year, too. Haight's going to kick this thing away to Landon Wood, who's standing around the 25 for Union. This ball comes off the side of his foot, and they're going to run everybody away from it. And there is a flag down. I think Union roughed the punter. Union hit Haight, and I think it was Alex Davis. And I think Owasso may keep the football. Let's get the call.
Clearly hit the punter.
We have running into the kicker.
Okay, that's running into, not roughing. So that's only a 5-yard penalty, and it will be 4th down. But it will be 4th and about 1.5, and Owasso may change their minds and go for it.
I like it when we have replay in high school. He did run into him. He put his hands on him, but that's a great flop by the punter and got an extra 5 for his team. And then a penalty on the sideline.
I think Kirk Frederick is going to get the penalty over there for yelling at the official. I'm not sure, and if so, that gives Owasso the first down. The head linesman is having a conversation with Coach Frederick on the sidelines, and we'll get this conversation here in a minute. So we now have 2.
Maybe it's a warning. Hopefully it's a warning.
Yeah, it could be a sideline warning, I suppose. So the head linesman,
Jordan Kelly's amped.
that is Paul Haney, is over talking to the referee, Bill Shepard. Let's see what Bill says here. This is an important call. Now the line judge is talking to Shepard as well. And eventually we may get these guys to finish the quorum and tell us what's happening. And the head linesman's over talking once again to Coach. Here we go.
We have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike profanity on the white team. That penalty will result in a first down.
So somebody on the sideline let fly something they shouldn't, and the Redskins go from the punt and having an opportunity to play offense to giving Owasso a first down, and the ball will be moved to the Union 33.
Come to me.
Undescribable. Doc Blevins, what did you hear?
I can tell you I've known Kirk Frederick since he was 19 years old. I've never heard a foul word come out of his mouth. I guarantee you it was somebody else.
Well, I didn't say it was on Kirk. He just said sidelines, or he said the white team, so we don't know who it was on. So it will move the ball now to Union's 33-yard line, and Owasso has a first down. And you talk about golden opportunity for the Rams. Keeney in the shotgun with 3 receivers. Hands inside to Cabrera. Cabrera to the 31-yard line, gain of 2. Trey Thompson up off the bottom down there, Jordan Kelly as well. And if you're going to get fired up now as a Redskin, this is the time.
Yeah, this is when you've got to really come to the table and say, this is why you're here. Especially for this defense, it's really been stingy all year. They've got to come fired up, and Spicer's fired up. Jordan Kelly, he's need to come to the plate and make some plays.
2 minutes to go, third period, 21-7 Owasso. They have, second down and 8 at the 32. They'll hand off inside to Cabrera again, and he won't go, Posey. He won't go very far to the 29-yard line. They'll give him 2 more. Tackle inside by Raper. And they had that marked at third down, and that wasn't. That was second down. It should be third down now, and they have it marked as fourth down, and it's not.
Rick, something I mentioned as that happened was Proctor hobbled off. They're down here looking at an ankle, and he's wincing quite seriously. So if all this thing is happening, you're losing one of your better players.
There we go. They finally flipped the down marker. They weren't paying a lot of attention. Now at the 29 of Union, a giant third down and 6 for Owasso. They need the 23 for the first down. Keeney is going to run it himself to the left, and he will not get it. He is stoned around the 32-yard line again, Nate Raper. And so Owasso now with a decision. Do they try a field goal, or do they go ahead and go for it here? And my thought is they'll go ahead and go.
You think they're going to go for it? Yeah.
The ball's at the 28 of Union. They need the 23, so this is a 4th down and 5. And if you're going to
their place kicking game's been real shaky.
3 receivers, Sisson to the far side, 2 to the near side. One of those guys is Chin. 4th and 5, Owasso. They lead 21-7. They're at Union's 27-yard line with 46 seconds to go in the third period. Keeney has the snap. He's going to fire it deep down the left side, and that ball is almost intercepted and incomplete, and that should have been offensive interference.
Oh!
And a late penalty flag, and I think it's going to be on Union for unsportsmanlike.
It sure is. Yeah,
McLeod played that ball perfectly, and when the guys got up to walk away, someone said something.
McLeod looked right at him while he was on the ground and said something to him over the top, and they're going to get him for a personal foul, and that's going to be a first down.
Well, it should be unsportsmanlike, probably. We'll get the call from Shepard. Yep, the Union defense is walking back out. They have twice ended this drive and given Owasso chances to continue.
Well, I think Coach Fred needs to call a timeout and get his defense together. I've not seen this ever, and they're coming unraveled, which is a lot of the pressure that's on them right now. They're down 21-7.
Here's Shepard.
After the play, which was 4th down, we had a dead ball, unsportsmanlike. After we administer the penalty, it will be 1st and 10 for Union this way.
Well, that's a big, big penalty. Had they said that was during the play, obviously the ball would have stayed with Owasso, but because that's a dead ball foul, it will be Union's football. They will be backed up deep, though, in their own territory. And, Zach, you got to stop loading the shotgun and shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah, absolutely. And the championship teams don't do that, right? You're the better better team on the field. You got to show that.
So we'll take a timeout. 38 seconds to go in the third period. Union gets it back, but they trail 21-7. This is Redskins football on KRMG. On first down, Union throws a deep ball to the middle. A.K. Wilson makes the catch, and 86 yards later, touchdown Redskins. 26 seconds to go in the third period, and Union throws deep and gets closer. Now 21-13, extra point upcoming.
Rick, we were looking at the red hat on the field calling timeout. Did they fake the spot pass and go deep? I didn't see the actual play action.
Nope, it was just a pump. That's all it was. Extra point by Rauschenberg is good, and it's 21-14. And momentum, he's going to have tired legs. He just went back to the Redskins. We'll take a break. We're nearing the fourth period, and it's a classic. Redskins late trail 21-14. This is Union football on KRMG.
You're listening to the flagship station of Union High School football, News 102.3 KRMG.
Back at H.A. Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa, the one-play 86-yard drive takes only 12 seconds. A.K. Wilson on the catch, the throw from Thompson, and it's now 21-14 Owasso. And that was simply a deep ball on a pump fake. And one player had an opportunity to make the play. A.K. bounced off him and goes 86. So back to return this kick, Devin Tyler and Drew Posey. Coming from right to left to kick is Noah Rauschenberg. There's the foot to it, and this one once again is going to carry into the end zone. Yep, it does, and that will be that. So let me explain something. In high school football, there's a thing called, when any football, NFL, high school, college, there's a thing called the red hat. If you're ever watching a game, you'll see a guy usually in a red vest and a red hat, and he's the TV guy who calls timeouts. He walks out on the field. He stops play. The officials don't start play. He walks off. The red hat had walked out after the change of possession, and this group of officials ignored him. They started play, and so everybody missed that touchdown. So we apologize for being away while it happened, but this crew just wasn't paying attention. As soon as the play was over, the red hat went to the official. They had that conversation, and hopefully it won't happen again. First and 10 Owasso at their own 20-yard line. Keeney throws quickly to the left side by Cabrera. Makes the catch at the 20. Cabrera 25. Cabrera 30, 35, and he goes out of bounds. Landon Wood shoved him out of bounds right over about the 35, but he made it all the way to the 42. That's a gain of 22 and another first down for the Rams.
Well, they've done this a couple of times out of the backfield. They just put Cabrera in motion, and they throw to him on a swing pass, and he gets to the corner.
So 21-7, Owasso leads, and looked like all the momentum had gone back to Union, and they grab it back quickly offensively. Three receivers for the Rams, two to the left side, one to the right. Again, Keeney in the shotgun. He fakes to the middle. Now he's back to throw. He's going to fire right side. That ball caught by Sisson at the 40, 35, and taken down there. J.T. McLeod made the play, but Sisson scorched him. That one for another 27 or 22, yards. And in two plays, Owasso goes 44 yards. First and 10 at Union's 30.
That's why you can't sleep on Sisson. That's his first catch of the night, but one catch for 22nd. He's not caught many.
You can't sleep on any of these guys. 12 seconds to go, third period, and the Redskins, who had all the momentum, now giving some of it back. 21-14 Owasso, and they're driving. Hand inside to Cabrera, big hole, down to the 25-yard line. Patrick Fields got him right there, but that'll be a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5, and that will end the third period. I don't know about you, but the emotions of this game are like watching a soap opera. 21-7, Owasso leads, and we have 12 minutes of football left in the 6A1 high school football season. We'll see how it goes when we return with Redskins football on KRMG.
This is the home of Union High School football. News 102.3 KRMG.
Beginning the fourth quarter at H.A. Chapman Stadium, the 6A1 High School Football State Championship, and it's led by Owasso 21-14 over Union. Rick Corey, Zach Jones, Doc Blevins, and a host of others. Owasso with a 1st and 10, or pardon me, a 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line of Union. One receiver right side, two to the left. Back to throw is Keeney, and he is stopped. Keeney taken down at the 30-yard line. They'll blow the whistle. It was Kenya Walker who burst through. That's a loss of 6. And a big 3rd down now, and 10 coming up from Owasso. That takes it all the way back to the 31.
Walker's having a great night. He got in there deep, and I thought Keeney was going to sneak through like he's done a couple times tonight, and he got his hands on him, wouldn't let him go.
Well, this is where a guy like Jordan Kelly, Walker, guys like that need to take control. 3rd down and a little over 10 for Owasso. They will send Dylan Chin to the left side. Sisson is to the right. He's a guy you got to watch. Also to the left side, Devin Tyler. 4 receivers for Keeney. Now Cabrera goes in motion left. Keeney back, looking, firing left. Hits Cabrera at the 30. He makes one guy miss at the 25. Cabrera's going to go down. No, he's still on his feet. Cabrera 20. Cabrera 15. Cabrera 10. Holy cow, what a run by Bryce Cabrera. Union had him stopped at the 25-yard line. Patrick Fields finally brought him down, but not before he broke about 5 tackles. 1st down Rams.
I'll tell you what, he missed more people on the field than was on this half. They had a lot of pursuit there by the Redskins. The only thing that saved that touchdown. Great job by Cabrera staying on his feet and making that thing happen all by himself.
20 yards on that play. Now 1st and 10 Rams at the 11 of the Redskins, and here's the thing, they can get a 1st down. Just underway, 4th period, 21-14 Owasso trying to add to it. 3 receivers go right side for the Rams. Cabrera now moves to the left of Keeney. Keeney's going to just follow Cabrera to the left, and he's going to be stoned at the 10. Oh, man. He got lit up right there. It was, I think, Raper and then Spicer both.
They drilled him in the hole.
They did drill him, and he just stumbled sideways and fell down. And I don't think Will Keeney's going to want to run that again.
Yeah, they didn't wrap him up. They just put a lick on him, and he fell over sideways, and that's not the greatest tackle you ever want to see, but for a quarterback, sometimes you can get away with it.
2nd and 9 for Owasso, now at the 10-yard line of Union. 10:42 to play in the entire season for both these football teams. A lot of hands on hips out there for Union. Owasso's run a lot of plays. 3 receivers spread all over the field for the Owasso Rams. Keeney in the shotgun. Hands inside to Cabrera. Jumps back to his right and gets down to about the 6. Patrick Fields makes his 900th tackle. And really, tonight, Owasso has schemed Union's defensive line almost completely out of the running game, and if it hadn't been for Patrick Fields and Nate Raper and some of those guys, there wasn't a lot of tackles being made. They'll get to the 7-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, usually seeing the linebackers on the inside, Spicer and Raper, come up with the tackles. Tonight, it's been Fields and some of the outside linebackers instead.
So they're going to set it right at the 7-yard line of Union. Keeney again in the shotgun, Cabrera to his right. Now the whistles are blowing and a flag. Dale. Okay, I didn't quite catch that.
12 men on the field, substitution infraction.
All right, so it is a substitution infraction against Owasso, and that'll take it from the 7 back to the 12, and there are 12 guys out there. No wonder guys are open, right?
the crowd over there is laughing, waving at him.
Well, you do start to wonder at this point in the year, do you not look at the guy and go, hey, don't we play the same position?
Right.
Why are you here? So it'll move it all the way back to the 12, and this will be 3rd down and 10 now for Owasso. 2 receivers and 1 tight end out there. In the shotgun is Keeney, straight back to pass. Keeney fires to the right side of the end zone, and it's incomplete, and a flag comes out late. They're going to call interference there on Daylon Figures. Dylan Chin ran the out route, and I'm going to tell you, that's a bad call.
That's a really bad call, and maybe a make-up call from the first quarter. But Chin came in 2 hands to the chest plate, and Figures held onto his hands, but he was being pushed backwards.
We'll get the call here from our referee, Shepard, Bill Shepard.
Before the pass was in the air, we have holding of the defense. That will be 10 yards from the previous spot. Still 3rd down.
Well, the reason that happened is because Chin pushed into him.
Yeah, he drove into him.
Right, he drove into him, and many times you'll see this. The second guy gets caught, and that's what happened right there. And all things happen in games like this, and it's just unfortunate that they get that one got seen that way because that was not interference.
Well, and as a defense, you've got to make up for those. And McLeod got away with one in the first quarter that would have been clearly a touchdown. So you've got to make up for something like that and make sure you make a play the next time.
So that will move the ball all the way down to, well, they have it marked at the 5. They made that a 6-yard penalty. And I don't get that at all. It's a 10-yard penalty. The ball was set at the 12.
It's the 5.5.
Well, it's a half the distance, I suppose.
Yeah.
So here we go. 3rd down and about 5 for Owasso. Keeney in the shotgun again. He's going to hand to Cabrera left side, and he will not get it. He's going to go down at the 5. I see McLeod there. Patrick Fields there again. Jordan Kelly comes out with the ball, but that's not going to matter. Patrick Fields helping Nate Raper up off the bottom, and it's going to be 4th down now for Owasso at the Union 5-yard line. They'll have 4th and about 4. It's 21-14 Owasso. 9 minutes to go in this game. Union has never led and has only been tied at 0-0.
This is huge right here.
And Owasso's going to go for it. At the Union 5, they need the 1. 4th and 4 for the Rams. Keeney in the shotgun. Fakes to his right. Now runs. Throws. Incomplete. He had Sisson open, and he threw it past him. And the Redskins survive. Boy, if Kurt Frederick has not lost 50 pounds from concern in this game, I'll be shocked.
I tell you what, that's an amazing play that they had Sisson, or actually Cabrera ran to the backside with a reverse flare out, which was wide open. But so was Sisson on the front side. So they had 2 guys to throw to and missed absolutely both of them.
We're going to take a timeout quickly, and we're going to all catch our breath, maybe take a couple of pills, do something to try to get ready for the last 9 minutes of this game. 21-14 Owasso. Union has the ball next on KRMG. Nine minutes to play in the 6A1 state championship game here at H.A. Chapman Stadium. Welcome back. Rick Corey, Zach Jones, Doc Levens. 21-14 Owasso leads Union. And I can't describe the emotions of this game. Union has Owasso off the field twice in the last series. They give them first downs. They throw a long touchdown pass on the next play. Miraculously, Owasso drives the length of the field. Union holds them, even though they overcame a couple of penalties there. And now Owasso is protecting 95 yards of their territory. But if Union traverses that 95 for the first time since 0-0, they'll be tied again.
Yeah, that would be a huge time, and kind of reflecting a little bit of that first game. They really didn't take the lead until somewhere in the fourth quarter, and then it went into double or triple overtime. So a lot of those plays back and forth, and we're here with 9 minutes, man. I tell you what, if they buckle in and score.
Come to me.
I'll tell you, the emotions of this are just overwhelming. 1st and 10 Redskins. They're at their own 5-yard line. Ball security important here as well. 3 receivers for Union. Darius Boone is the running back to the right of Thompson in the shotgun. Tight end right side. Hand off to Darius Boone. He's got some room left side. Darius 10, 15, 20. Darius Boone 25, 30, 35-yard line. Darius Boone. Crop made the tackle, but not before a 31-yard run. They'll mark him at the 36-yard line. Redskins out of the shadows of their own goal.
Huge run. That's the first time Boone's been outside the pocket all night. And he got outside and really made some great moves into the open space and making people miss and change direction.
I think that doubled his rushing for the night. 1st and 10 Redskins at the 36, now their own 36. They continue moving the football. Fake inside. Thompson back to throw. Going deep to C.J. Moore left side, and it is incomplete. Oh, C.J. had it in his hands. It was a difficult catch because it came straight over the top of his helmet, but he dropped it. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I like what they're doing here with Proctor on the sideline or lamed up a little bit. I don't see him on the field. You've got to go to your big go-to guy. C.J. Moore needs to get his hands on the ball right now.
2nd and 10 Redskins. The other thing they have to do is not get impatient. There's 8:41 to go. They trail 21-14, but you need first downs. 3 receivers again. Once again, Boone the setback to the right of Thompson in the shotgun. Ball to 36 of Union. Thompson Ready, has the snap, hands inside, delayed handoff to Darius, makes one miss. Nice job by Boone at the 40. Darius Boone at the 45-yard line, maybe the 46. Quickly down to the field and Doc Blevins. Doc?
Oh, I was going to tell you a few moments ago, I was just interacting with the players. They're very, very positive, still think they can win, and that was before the big play that got them in this position.
Thank you very much, Doc Blevins. 3rd down and 1 for Union at their own 45. Handoff inside, Darius Boone slaps it up inside, has the first down. Darius Boone up to the 48-yard line, tackled by Dylan Poole. First 10 in Redskins, 8 minutes to go in this game. 21-14 Owasso. Union now at their 49.
Well, they're putting together a drive like they needed to do, and they just, like you said, they don't have to do it all in one play, but a big shot here or there. They just stay within themselves.
Got to have first downs. 2 receivers left side. That's the far side of the field. 1 to the right. Thompson in the shotgun. Owasso shifts their defensive line. Quick throw right side to A.K. Wilson. Makes a guy miss at the 50. Can't break the second tackle. Got to the 49 before Kellen Jones got him down. Maybe the 48. They'll give him about 3. And it'll be 2nd down and 7. And A.K. Wilson looks like he's hurt. He is down on the far side right near the Owasso bench, and he is grasping his right knee. Oh, my, that's not a good sign.
They're stretching him out. Hopefully it's a cramp, but...
Avery Alverson is run over. Darius Boone's there. Peyton
it looks
Thompson.
like a stretch. That's a good sign.
Yep, they are stretching him, and you know, a cramp will hurt as much as anything.
I tell you, well, and he's been run a lot tonight, so he needs some pickle juice or some mustard. He needs to get that thing walked out, but, I see the toes go back to the forehead. It's a lot better than seeing him move that knee.
All right, so we're going to take a timeout here as they deal with him. 7:47 to go in this game. 21-14, Owasso leads. Union will have a 2nd down and 7 when we return. This is Redskins football at KRMG. .747 to play in the 2017 6A1 high school football season, and this is a barn burner. Owasso 21, Union 14. Redskins 2nd and 7 now at the Owasso 48-yard line. Rick Corey, Zach Jones, Doc Blevins, Richard J. and Jeff Johns, also Lindsay and Christine Corey. Yep, we're all here. The wife had to come because she brought you guys cookies because you complained that I don't.
That's right, we complained enough. She felt bad and showed up.
2nd down for the Redskins, again at the 48 of Owasso. Snap to Thompson, has time, has room. He's going deep downfield to C.J. Moore, and that ball is caught! C.J. Moore at the 8-yard line! The coverage in there was by Deuce Mayberry, but it was not enough. They'll mark it at the 7-yard line, and the Redskins will have 1st and goal. That is 41 more yards.
Great throw there, great throw and catch. Deuce Mayberry died this year, but that's a great just this week.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage for the Redskins. On the right side or close to the right side, that's going to be Boone. Handoff to Darius Boone, and he will not get further than the 5-yard line. Dawson Adams jumped in to make that tackle, so it'll be 2nd and goal at the 5.
Well, that's just an easy run in the middle, and they get down here and they try to run the ball in the middle. They've just got to secure it and get up to that next level and get a hand on those linebackers.
Well, once again, they've got the mismatch out there because Deuce Mayberry is 5'10". C.J. Moore is 6'4". I don't know that I wouldn't just throw it up to him. 7 minutes to go in this game. 21-14 Owasso. Union trying desperately to catch up. They're at the 5-yard line of Owasso, 2nd and goal. Thompson changing the play. 7 on the play clock. There's the snap. Thompson hands to Darius Boone. He dances to the left, and he's taken down at the 6. Darius Palmer made the tackle, and the Redskins have just struggled at the 5-yard line. They've been down here 3 times tonight and have nothing to show for it yet. 3rd and goal now from the 6.
Yeah, they get in here, and I don't think they get complacent, but really I think it more is the attribute to the defense. The Rams really buckle in and just fight to get that ball.
Farquhar is in the game right now for A.K. Wilson, who did leave, but it looked like it was a cramp. Union's going to go 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right. One of those is Harris. One to the left, C.J. Moore. He might have single coverage. 3rd and goal, Redskins at the Owasso 6. 4 on the play clock. Thompson's going to have to hurry, and now a timeout, I think, called by Union. Nope, called by Owasso. So with 6:15 to play, we'll take a break as well. 21-14 Owasso, 3rd and goal Union at the Rams 6. Next on KRMG. .6:50 to play in the 4th period. 21-14 Owasso leads Union here in the 6A1 state championship game. It is 3rd down and goal for the Redskins at the Owasso 6. 4 receivers, 3 to the right side, 1 to the left. Boone set to the right. Thompson in the shotgun. Has the snap. Rolls to his right. Fires, middle of the field, and it is incomplete. Oh, Avery Alverson made a diving attempt at that. Deuce Mayberry on the coverage, but Avery had it in his hands and couldn't hold it, and it's 4th and goal. And the Redskins, with 6:11 to go, look like they are not going to send out the field goal unit. They're going to go for it. I'm not going to say this is the entire game, but it's close.
Yeah, they drove down when only 2 minutes on the clock rolled off. So there's plenty of plays left in this game, but they really do need to focus here. With only 6 yards to go, they need to put this one in pay dirt.
4th and goal from the 6 of the Owasso Rams. 6:11 to go in this game. The Redskins now send Thompson to the left. A.K. Wilson in the shotgun. He'll be in the Wildcat. Boone to his right. He fumbles the snap. A.K. picks it up and then falls on it again, and it's Owasso's football. A.K. Wilson never held it. He fumbled the snap, and it's Owasso's ball at the 11. The Redskins can't get out of their own way.
That's unfortunate there. I like the play where he's in the backfield. You've got to take the snap first. That's the first step of making any play, is making sure you have the ball in your hand.
And that's why many people would say take the 3.
Yes. Yeah, I think points on the board and kick it back down deep and stop them again, right? But now there's 6 minutes on the game, and we've drove 80 yards and drove back down 90, and make another stop.
And if he runs into the end zone right there, it's a brilliant call.
Yeah.
But he doesn't, and that reminds me so much of what happened in the first game, because Keeney fumbled the snap in the double overtime and couldn't get anything out of it. AK fumbled it, and when he picked it up, he tried to run to his left, but he fumbled it a second time, and all he could do was fall on it. So with 6:08 to play in this game, trailing 21-14, the Redskins, who just can't get even, have 2 timeouts left and have no choice but to stop the Owasso Rams.
They have to stop right now, and really the only, not the only, but you really hope that you can stop them quickly, right? You can't let the time draw out. With 6 minutes, you've got to put some points on the board again.
No, if they get if they get 3 first downs, the game's going to be really close to over. And I said during the last commercial break, this game is like going to a wedding and a funeral on the same day, and just going back and forth from one to the other.
Yeah.
You're excited, you're happy, and then you're depressed, and then you're excited, and then you're depressed. This game has had every emotion you can have, and really, a lot of Union fans are going to say, well, we didn't play our best game. But you have to realize that Owasso forces you not to play your best game.
That's exactly right. In tight games like this, you'd love to say, hey, we played our best game and we really just did everything at will. But when you come up against a team like this and they match up pretty evenly across the board with athlete to athlete, speed to speed, big to big, little things like this that kind of bounce the wrong direction are the keys to the game and the victory.
Well, and the Redskins have not gotten the turnover to go their way yet tonight.
They're -3 right now.
It would be a really good time for Owasso to give them one, for the Redskins to have a chance. So it's first and 10 now for the Rams at their own 11-yard line. They lead 21-14 with 6:08 to play. Keeney will come back out with Bryce Cabrera, the running back, and 4 receivers, 2 stacked to either side. They're on the far hash mark. There's the snap. Keeney will hand off to Cabrera, and he'll sneak forward for about 2 or 3 Boy, he goes all the way to the 15-yard line, and even when Cabrera has no room, he makes 4 out of that. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, he looked like he would maybe get 1 or 2, like you said, and then they continue to push that pile. And I don't know if you lose him in the pile or what, but he just continues to drive his feet and get yards.
Well, this offensive line's doing a good job of staying with it, too. So it's going to be 2nd down and 6. Ball now at the 15-yard line, 5:43 and counting. Rams trying to move out from the shadow of their own goalpost. Keeney in the shotgun again. Has the snap. He's going to run the quarterback's draw. He's across the 15. He's across the 20. Keeney has the first down. That's 1. They'll move it to the 22-yard line. Now 5:31 to go. They'll stop the clock just long enough to set the chains. And here comes Owasso again. And this Redskins defense has to remember every snap. Have to remember every sprint. Every time you lift it away. This is what it's about right here.
That's exactly right. Everything that hurt, every reason why you thought you needed to be here tonight, you're here, and you can't forget it and play it out.
So now at their own 22, 1st and 10 Owasso. Again, 4 receivers. Keeney again in the shotgun. He hands again to Cabrera. Cabrera busts forward to the 25. He's to the 27. Cabrera gets 5 more. Raper comes off the bottom of the pile. The other guy's Kenyon Walker, who's had a really good night. And it'll be 2nd down and 5. Now 5 minutes to play in the game. 21-14 Rams.
Well, I think they're getting to that second level. Raper's fighting off a defensive lineman, and that time it looked like he was going to make the play and came at the tackle after fighting off the backer and kind of got hit to the side. So really good job getting to the second level by the Rams.
Rams milking a little clock as well. 2nd down and 5, now at their own 27. Keeney again in the shotgun again, hands to Cabrera, and he pushes forward to about the 29, so he didn't get as much this time. Maybe about 2. Raper off the bottom of that pile, and now it is a gigantic 3rd down and just under 3 to go for Owasso.
Well, and Bill's saying I can get 3 or 4 at a time. Let's go ahead and get that and run the clock. They've taken almost 2 minutes off the clock at this point.
But if they don't get the first down here, this isn't 4-down territory.
No.
So if they're just inside or just past the 29, we're going to call this 3rd and 2.5. If they get the 32, they have the first down. 4 receivers, Cabrera to the right. Once again, Keeney. Keeney's going to quickly throw to the right side. First down Owasso across the 35 to the 40-yard line. A quick throw to the right side. That goes out to Devin Tyler, and Owasso loses the chains again. That's 2 first downs. Now 4 minutes to play. 21-14 Rams.
That's just a quick spot pass to the outside. We've seen Union do it a whole bunch of times tonight. And the first guy makes a one-guy block, and the other guy makes a miss.
There are no 3-and-outs in this game tonight. Now at their own 40-yard line, Owasso will let the clock milk a little more. 16 on the play clock, and they're not going to snap it soon. 3:50 on the play clock. 1 more first down will almost seal this game. Again, 3 receivers this time. Keeney going to fake the throw and hand off, or fake the right and throw to the right. That goes to Sisson, and he makes the catch, but he goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So that will stop the clock. McLeod knocked him out of bounds, and Jones as well. Another gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5, and the Rams just don't go backwards, do they?
Yeah, they're doing a great job of just making plays, and I would say that's probably the first missed call I've seen tonight is that they throw an out route with 3 minutes on the clock. They want to get that one inbounds.
So do you know the last time a team other than Union or Jinx won the 6A state championship?
91.
Yeah, it's been a long time. We're going to tell you here when this game's over if Owasso wins. At their own 45, Keeney drops the snap, picks it up, hands to Cabrera. He breaks 2 tackles and gets a first down. Holy cow. He was dead to rights in the backfield. Darius Murdoch missed him and somebody else as well. And that's first down number 3. That's good for about 7. And they'll move the ball to midfield. 1st and 10 Owasso now at their 50.
Right now it just looks like Owasso's digging down deep and saying, I want it more and I'm going to go get it.
At their own 50, 1st and 10. That is 3 third downs, as we said, or first downs. Now 3:22 to go and counting in this game. 21-14 Owasso leads. They'll come back up now with double tight. And Cabrera the single setback. Keeney with the shotgun throws quickly to the left, and that ball's incomplete. That goes out of Devin Tyler's hands, and that stops the clock. And now a flag goes down, and I think that's going to go on Union. And again, the Redskins cannot get out of their own way, as this time, I think it wasn't Figures. No, it was Watts. Cameron Watts on the right side hit somebody late.
And that's, I can't even imagine what happened on that play. The ball was thrown and missed, and Watts is on the sideline. The ball's clearly out of there. Gawk, did you see that?
That wasn't that far from being a lateral, and I think their player was going for the ball because he thought it might have been a live ball, and our guy did what he had to do.
Well, he apparently did a little more than the referees wanted him to do, and that's going to be a personal foul, and it'll move the ball all the way down to Union's 35-yard line, and the Redskins are slowly seeing their hopes tick away. 3 minutes and 9 seconds to play in this game. 21-14 Owasso, and they have it 1st and 10 now at the Redskins 35.
I was just about to say on that one, you saw the ball go out of bounds, and what else could it be? I mean, it's unfortunate how that happened. 4
wide receivers again, double stack to either side. Keeney rises up, throws quickly to Devin on the right side. He goes across the 30-yard line, and he goes down to the 28, and Union just cannot stop Owasso. They're going to mark it all the way to the 26. That's 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1, and not only can they not stop them, but they may end up giving them another touchdown. The timeout is called by Union. So the Redskins call one of their final 2. We'll take a break as well. 21-14 Owasso. They are choking the time out of this game. 2:50 to go. This is Redskins football at KRMG. .250 to play in the contest. Union trails Owasso 21-14, and the Rams get another 1st down. They're now at Union's 21-yard line, and they're not going to be just happy to run the ball out. They're trying to add to it, Zach.
Yeah, and we said they shouldn't be able to get 2 for 3 first downs, and now they've got, I think, 4, and they're all the way down to the red zone.
All right, so it'll be, again, 4 wide receivers, double stack on either side for the Redskins, for Owasso. Cabrera lined up in the backfield. Quick throw left side to Keeney. He goes to Tyler at the 20, and he cannot get away. What a great tackle out there by Daylon Figures. So the last time someone other than Union or Jinx won the 6A Big School title, 94-95, when Midwest City won back-to-back. And that's what I was thinking. It was about 94, so you're not far from the Mike Gundy era of Midwest City winning back-to-back titles. We'll call it timeout here. We're going to keep it here with 2:15 to play. So Union has, at times tonight, been its own worst enemy. They've had really poorly timed penalties. They've turned the ball over at unfortunate times. And we can talk about the fact that Owasso has played brilliantly, and they have. And Union fans, again, will say our team didn't play their best. Owasso forced some of that. But some of the other things, like some of the penalties, you don't talk over a guy when he's laying on the ground, those kinds of things. Just for some reason,
I think it's really uncharacteristic of the Redskins as well, which is really unfortunate to be at a night like tonight.
They just have not seemed to be the same team they were late in the season when things were rolling. But you also know that Owasso, they've had payback in their mind for 2 weeks after what happened in week 5.
Yeah, they've had it in there for longer than that. But, the thing about tonight is, like you said, Owasso's kind of created some of that. But a lot of times when those little things don't go your way, turnovers, penalties, and opportunities.
2nd and 7, Owasso at the Union 18-yard line with 2:19 to go in this game, trying to add to their 21-14 lead. Quick throw left side to Cabrera, and he's lit up right there at the 22. Boy, what a nice job right there by Landon Wood. That's a loss of about 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 8, and Cabrera's hurt. He's going to get up a little slowly, and the Redskins will call their final timeout, or no, I guess their second to last timeout. We'll take a break, too. 21-14 Owasso. They'll have 3rd down and 10 when we return. This is Union football on KRMG. at H.A. Chapman Stadium. We are in the last 2 minutes and 13 seconds of the season, and the Redskins trail 21-14 to Owasso, and a gigantic 3rd down and 10 for the Rams. They're at the 21 of Union. 3 receivers to the far side. Keeney has the snap, rolls to his right, has time, looking, now he's going to run. He's at the 15 and he slides, and that's where it's going to be, at the 15, maybe the 16. And so it's going to be 4th down and about 4. 2 minutes and counting now. Union with only 1 timeout left, and if Owasso tries the field goal, and they've not been a great field goal kicking team this year, then a couple of bad things could happen, including having it blocked. I think they're probably going to go for it here on the 4th and 4, but Union will call timeout to talk this thing over. Now, Zach, if Owasso does not get the 1st down, you'll end up with no timeouts and probably maybe a minute 40-ish left. Offensively, you can stop the clock, but you got a long way to go.
You got a long way, and it's possible. I think it's really possible that they could drive the ball down there. And, you know, you got to hope for the best at this point. So first thing you've got to do is make sure you make the stop, and then there's plenty of time on the clock. You've got a 2-minute drill, and you've seen them score tonight in 12 and 18 seconds. So,
well, and the other thing is, if you are back on offense, you have to make sure that your best players have the chance to win the game for you, the guys out there. And right now with Proctor not on the field for Owasso, and he may come back out. Josh Proctor injured an ankle about, probably 8 minutes ago in game time, and has not been out there an awful lot since that time. Then I think you have to throw to C.J. Moore and A.K. Wilson.
100%. But, too, you've still got Avery Alverson on the field that's only caught 1 ball tonight. So you've got plenty of athletes to go to, but the first thing is you've got to have the ball.
You do. And, you know, after that game, that classic, that double overtime loss, Owasso and Union won 44-41. Bill Blankenship said after the game, he said, you know what we're going to take away from this is we're going to sit around here, we're going to say, when could we have gotten 1 more point? And now if you lose this, if you're Union, you're going to say, when could we have gotten that 7 more? The Alverson, you know, in the end zone, they couldn't quite get
fumble
it to him.
Inside the 5? Fumble inside the 5?
Twice, 2 fumbles inside the 5-yard line. You're going to look at that. First of all, though, it's trying to get the stop. The ball at the 16-yard line of Union.
Kick it.
And they are going to try to kick this thing. It will be Will Phelps who's going to try to seal the game. From the 22, a 32-yard attempt. Teams are set. There's the snap. Ball's down. The kick is up, and it's
no good.
No good. He missed it to the left. 1:53 to play, and the Redskins miraculously still have life. No timeouts left for Union, and they will have the football 80 yards away at their own 20-yard line. And boy, you could not write a more Hollywood ending. You
couldn't, and you said, what if they run the play and it's about 40 seconds? That's probably the best thing. It only knocked off 4 seconds from that. For 1:53 left.
And Proctor is back out on the field. Josh Proctor, the Ohio State commit, more than likely will go with C.J. Moore. Here we go, 1:53 to go in the season. 21-14 Owasso. Union has it 1st and 10 at their own 20. Owasso's going to be in a deep zone. They've got Proctor back in the zone on one side, Adams in the other. Redskins with 4 wide receivers. Thompson has the snap out of the shotgun. Looking, firing middle of the field. Caught by C.J. Moore. C.J. at the 30, 35, Moore 40, 50. C.J. Moore 45 and out of bounds at the Owasso 40. C.J. Moore, holy cow. He goes 40 yards, and it's 1st and 10 Redskins. Now at Owasso's, they're going to say the 39. And that's a brilliant call. Everybody's thinking deep, go short and let them run.
I like it. They run the under route. We've not seen CJ run the under the entire season. So they pull one out there we haven't seen, and it goes for big, big yards.
1:43 to go in this game. Could we have another overtime between these two? 1st and 10 Redskins at the Owasso 39, but no timeouts left. 4 receivers. Thompson in the shotgun, and a flag goes down with 16 seconds on the play clock. What is this going to be?
We're calling false start on the center.
Good ball, false start on the offense. Still 1st down.
So they're going to call that on the center. They ran in Tanner Fort there, and he apparently waggled the ball a little bit. So they'll move it back to the 44, and it'll be 1st and 15. That doesn't really matter a lot, believe it or not, right about now. 3 receivers far side. Jones is one of those. Pardon me, Davis, one of those. Also out there, A.K. Thompson in the shotgun. C.J. Moore lined up to the right. Snap to Thompson. He's got time. Looking, throws to the left. Avery Alverson had the ball and was knocked out of his hands last minute. Boy, Avery was wide open, but unfortunately Thompson had to throw off his back foot, and that sailed a little bit and got there late. It'll be 2nd and 15.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to be open enough to pick that thing up, and great play there by number 26 to come in late and deflect that.
Really thought he had a chance at that. With 1:37 to go now, 2nd and 15 Redskins. Ball now at the Owasso 44. They'll need the 29 for the first down. Alverson and Moore to the far side. That's the left side. To the near side. A.K. Wilson, one of those. The other, Anthony Davis. Owasso has 6 to blitz. Thompson in the shotgun. Has the snap. Straight back. Has time. Dumps it out to Darius Boone. He makes one guy gets rid of one guy, but can't get past that. He's down at the 42-yard line. Darius is mad about something. He is hopping up and screaming and yelling. 1:23 to go and counting. Now 3rd down for Union at the 42-yard line of Owasso. 3rd down and 13. They're going to have to hurry. Too much time coming off the clock.
I think Darius wanted to
receivers. 3 to the right. Thompson in the shotgun. Calling out the snap count. Has the snap, but a whistle blows first, and I think this time Owasso has called a timeout, and the Owasso staff is very upset with Josh Proctor. Now, twice tonight, they've called timeouts at the exact moment they had to when they were about to get big played, and right there, they were about to get big played.
They were about to again. The first time they were going to run a play right into where they were offset.
Back down
and
on
this
the crowd,
again
Michael.
today. They were about to run a play, and they called the timeout right time.
And what they were yelling at is Proctor had moved outside, and he'd given that inside lane, and you had skinny post, just set up, and that's what Union has run all year long. So we'll set it again. The ball's at the 42-yard line of Owasso. It is going to be 3rd down and about 13. Union needs the 29. There's 1:05 to go, and Owasso leads 21-14. So if you're Union, what do you call?
Well, you've run it all night. You've run it all season. You've run skinny post. But I think you go back to something like that. You fake a pop pass and you go deep. I still like play action here. But you only hit CJ once on something crossing. He's a guy that you've got to really utilize.
I think I'd probably try to go right back to that very same thing. Is run everybody else deep and give number 35 a little room across the middle.
Yep.
Owasso has not shown the propensity to blitz, but if you're a gambling guy, this might be the time you bring
it. And I think when they have blitz, they've shut them down. So the line of scrimmage has done really well, the big guys in the front.
Owasso once again will be in his zone. They've got 2 guys very deep. One of those is Proctor, the other is Adams. 3rd and 12 now for the Redskins. Trailing by 7 with 1:05 to go. Snap to Thompson. Has plenty of time. Fires deep down the right side. He's going to Farquhar, and that ball is intercepted. He just threw it up. Avery Alverson was down there. Farquhar was down there. But Peyton Thompson just threw it up, but there is a flag down back at the 49-yard line. If that's roughing, then that would be Union's football. Let's get this call.
We have holding on the offense. That penalty is declined. 1st and 10, Owasso.
And that will just about do it. And I just don't know what Peyton Thompson was throwing to there.
I thought he was maybe throwing to the outside, but ended up going to the middle. And on the middle there just wasn't anybody there to throw to.
Well, Avery was down there, but I thought he was going at first to Farquhar.
I thought also on the outside
when
Farquhar.
He gets a chance.
Yeah, and he just floated that. That ball ended up floating. Owasso picks it up, and with 56 seconds to go, the Rams have 1st and 10 at their own 20, and Zach, I just don't see any way that you can win this game now.
I tell you, this is one of those times where my coach in high school taught me we were about to set the high school record in Nebraska, and I had just thrown an interception. They went to kneel the ball right through the center's legs, and we picked it up and scored and went on to win the game. So I never say it's over till it's over, but at this point, it didn't look like a whole bunch of extra.
Well, they're going to do the very same thing. They're going to get together. Union can't stop it, remember, so Owasso only has to snap it a couple of times. The protection formation, and Keeney will be at his own 20-yard line, ready to take the snap and take a knee, and he does. And Keeney ran wisely over to the official and said, look, I'm going to take a knee right away, so be quick with your whistle.
Yeah.
And that was a smart thing to do, too. 46 seconds and counting, 25 on the play clock, and they haven't started it yet. Owasso will have to snap it one more time. There'll be about 16 or 18 seconds left when they do. And that will be that, and the Rams will break probably the longest streak in high school football in the nation. Only Union or Jinx has won the state championship since 1995 in the biggest classification of 6A. And the Owasso Rams are about to break that title. And that's going to do it. We are under 25 to go. and the Owasso Rams are going to be state champions. The Rams are storming the field. The Redskins are walking away. The official holds the ball up and says officially that's it. So for the second straight year, Bill Blankenship has won a state championship in high school football. Last year in Arkansas, this year in Oklahoma. We are at zeros, and the season is over. Owasso 21, Union 14. The Rams are 6A1 state champions. Post game next on KRMG.